There it is. What's up, y'all? Hope you're having a fantastic day. My bad for the late start. I'm just waiting for Shania's father to jump on. I just spoke with him right now. He should be here shortly. But for those of you who don't know, what we're doing is we are talking about Janiyah. Go ahead and pull her up. Share the screen. All right, so this is Janiyah. That's Janiyah McMicheal's Rogers right there. We got my man KC in the building. KC, what's up, brother? There you go. Where you at, KC? KC, you on?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. All right, you just got your audio only. Okay. So yeah, man, I'm just waiting on, what is his name, Antonio?
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. There you go, right there. You pull the brother up. What's up, brother?
What's going on, big dog? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you just fine, man. So everybody, Janiyah McMicheal's Rogers has been missing since August, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
so August, when she went missing, she was 13 years old.
Yes.
13, she's 14 now. And KC is also on with us. He's only on with his audio though.
Okay.
KC has been on the case looking for Janiyah since the beginning, and we just bringing awareness. Her father reached out to me today and was like, yo, bro, can we do it live? And I'm like, yeah, I got you, bro. I definitely share my platform with anybody for a cause like this. So go ahead,
Thank you.
man. Take it away, brother. What did you want to say to the people, man?
Um, First off, I want to tell you thank you for allowing me and my team on your platform to spread awareness behind my daughter. Um, and also thank you for defending me and my team behind the backlash and the things that's been said behind us while we going through this journey of finding my daughter.
Right.
Um, First off, I do want to say I do come in peace, first and foremost, behind trying to find my daughter. Um, I'm not like what people are trying to paint me out to be. I do take all measures of protecting myself out here looking for my daughter with people being shot at for looking for my daughter and intimidated for looking for my daughter. I won't allow those things to happen while I'm looking for my own daughter. So
Right.
I just hope the people don't take that out of context from how it's being um, perceived and put
No,
out
man.
there.
If I was you, brother, I wouldn't even trip. To be honest with you, I mean, where we live, bro. Out here in the Midwest, especially Chicago, Northern Indiana, is not a safe place.
It's
People
not.
go missing, people get shot, all types of stuff happens out this way. So nobody can fault you for how you protect yourself, and that's your right as an American. So
Yes,
I
sir.
gotta ask you a question, my bro.
No problem.
What do you think happened to your daughter?
Honestly, I feel like my daughter possibly had voiced how she wanted to be with me on my side and get to learn us and get to know who we were and understand certain characteristics that she held within herself behind my genes. And her mother didn't agree with it too well. And that possibly they went to chastise my daughter that night. And some way, somehow, it went left and my daughter hasn't been heard from ever since. And that's the only way I can look at it. She was under the care of her mother and her girlfriend, and that's where she went missing from. The mother initially reported her as a runaway, and now later comes out 9 months later saying that she does believe it has turned into a missing person. That's suspicious to me alone. I believe she knows exactly where my daughter is, what condition she's in. I can't prove it. I wasn't there. I wasn't around. Um, like I said, there's even narratives now being pushed where they're even saying I might have something to do with my daughter missing, and I was incarcerated at the time when
Right.
my daughter went missing. And my family hired KC to do what he does best,
Yeah.
find missing people. And now all of a sudden I'm being blamed on why my daughter is missing right now. And she was under the care of her mother. So
I
to
feel you,
answer your
man.
question, I believe some way, somehow they might have chastised or something went left that night. And only those people in that household know Kiera and Jasmine.
Yeah. Man. I can't imagine, that feeling, bro. I've got 10 children, and I can't imagine anything being gone, one of my kids being gone or something bad like this, man. I can't imagine what you're going through. Also your family,
Yeah, her siblings upstairs right now.
yeah, that's
I
that's
just made
crazy.
dinner for them. I talked to you. I said, hey, I'm making this dinner for them. They just got out of school. I help with their homework, and
Yeah.
we'll be able to handle it.
I seen you out
Um,
there putting out flyers yesterday, man, and that's
East Chicago, Hammond, Griffith, Highland, Cherville, Maryville, Munster. Yeah.
so KC, you still with us,
Yeah.
brother?
Yeah, I'm
Hey
here,
man,
bro.
so what do you think, bro? Because I know you've been on searches and you've been getting the word out to people. Like, what do you think is going on? I see it's new people getting involved with the case, which is good. Any exposure to this case is great. Anybody that shares it, anybody that's talking about it is great. Have you found out anything new, bro?
Um, I really can't speak on that. At least
Yeah,
not to the public.
got you.
But I will say that like we spoke back in August. Certain cases require certain things,
Right,
and with this case, it required more than just passing out flyers, uh, walking the neighborhood. Even searching. And me, Cash, I just, we go back to August on the
yeah,
video. Um, to have someone falsely accuse people, and then when I start asking them same questions, that's when things started going left.
right,
Because, I knew from jump, a lot of stuff wasn't adding up. Like she had said, she told the police, yeah, her daughter ran away. And then, as you seen in the video I uploaded, where she clearly says she was last seen leaving home.
right.
Hmm.
And just like, me and my brother Antonio talks all the time, uh, you know, a lot of things wasn't adding up to me. A lot of things,
Yeah,
and that's when, I started pretty much looking more into Jasmine and Kiara. And, my eyes was open, paying attention to, you know, detail.
yeah.
So,
It's
I,
it's
I
wild, bro. This whole thing is wild because I mean, I've been paying back attention to what's been going on. I've been praying for Janai. I've been praying for all of y'all, really, the whole family. I've been praying for UKC and what's going on with this whole thing.
appreciate you.
And it's wild to me
Appreciate
to
you.
see how the narrative is switching. Like how people are like, I know what the story is that I seen in the beginning of this. I know what I seen with my own
Yeah.
eyes. I seen the
Yeah.
comments, I seen the
Yeah.
videos, I seen, certain people saying certain things and doing certain
Hmm.
things or not doing certain things. And then
Hmm.
now it's completely different. It's like, I don't know. It just seems odd to me, man. It seems odd to me.
It seems to me as if the doers are not being punished for doing.
Yeah, I mean the scary part about it is we can't prove who is the doers. You know what I'm saying? But I know I seen them videos, bro. I seen the videos that the kids had put up when they were on a bus.
Hmm.
And the things that they were saying when they was on the bus. I've seen a couple different videos. I've seen living arrangements and all of that, and it's just like I don't know. It something just seems completely off about this whole thing, and this baby's still gone is the whole thing. Like she's still gone, and now a year later, people want to get active, out there. That it all seems weird,
And
bro.
see that's what I was trying to clear. I'm gonna get some clarity to what I meant by the doers is being punished for doing. I'm talking about me and KC and our team actually out here, feet on the ground, doing the searching and actually, spreading the awareness behind my daughter. It seems like you said the narrative has changed within a matter of these 9 months. You know what I mean? Since the beginning, people have seen me and my team, adamant and behind finding my daughter. Now we looking up, you know, we got other people that's coming in and their motives isn't genuine. And then on top of that, like I said, it's almost like they trying to switch the narrative as if the ones who was actually out here doing something, like we're being punished for actually being out here. All
Mm.
because we calling out the ones that haven't been out here supposed to been doing something the whole time. You know what I
So
mean?
yeah, I 100% feel you. So I gotta ask the question, because I see you active on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
I want to know, bro. Like, have you spoke with her mother? Have you
I
spoke with?
actually just talked to Jasmine about 30 minutes ago.
Okay,
So I
because I
got
see she's
something.
out there now searching too.
Yeah, so I put my number out there 2 nights ago on a live. When I see that she went, you know, public with another individual that's a content creator and he's, you know, trying to spread through his platform in his own way. I'm not gonna slander any other brother of ours, you know.
Good
I'm gonna
man.
just word it a different way. But when I seen her on that platform, that's when I, you know, went to my platform and put my number out there publicly. The world has my number. My number is on flyers behind my daughter missing. I've had this number while I was incarcerated, you know. So at the same token, this is not a new number. This is a number I've been operating off of for at least almost a year now.
Right.
Um, she finally did reach out through a channel of lines of people that I know and people that she know. They connected us, and I sent my line through certain people, and she finally called me about 30 minutes ago.
That's what's
Um,
up. That's good.
I actually have a witness of the conversation, which is one of KC's team members. I haven't talked to KC because I was just handling that conversation prior to getting on this live with y'all. Um, and that's a conversation me and Casey have after we get off. But just know the conversation kicked off between me and Jasmine not too long ago. She wanted to kind of go back and forth about if she's been out here not really searching. I told her, let's stick to the point. I asked you to reach out to me for us to schedule a date for us to come together, you know, and look for my daughter. I told her my next off day, um, and whatever time that she could pick that she's available and a location, I'm willing to meet up with her, come peacefully. She responded back telling me as long as I'm okay with her girlfriend Kiera being there, she's okay with meeting up with me. I told her I'm fine with it. She also told me I can invite my girlfriend or wife with me. I told her I don't need anyone with me. I will come alone. Um, I'm looking for my child. Any significant other of mine, this has nothing to do with them. I'm handling my situation on my own as a man. This is my child. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't make Janaya with my significant other. I made it with you, and this is who I need to deal with it with. You understand me? So, like
Right.
I said, I told her I agree with her having Kiara alone. That's fine with me. Like I told her, I'm come in peace, no weapons. Yeah, baby. No more water bottles. Okay, well, you might have to go inside the water jug inside of the refrigerator. Okay? Should be some water in the jug inside the refrigerator. All right.
KC,
Sorry about
I
that.
muted your mic, KC. You had some feedback going on.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry about that, y'all.
No,
My
no,
little
you
one.
good, brother. You don't never apologize for your babies interrupting, man. I'm a dad too. It's all good.
For
Can you hear
sure.
me?
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you,
we can
brother.
hear you,
Okay.
big dog.
Okay.
Um, man, bro. So this whole thing. So was you locked up when she went missing,
Yeah,
or was you free?
I was locked up. I was booked from April 20th to December 21st. My daughter went missing in August.
Okay.
So I was 3 months in on my bill when my baby went missing.
Okay. Welcome back to the world, man. I'm sorry that you welcome back to this. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You know, and I gotta say, man, kudos to you, bro, for coming home and doing your best to get your life right, bro. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Especially with all this stuff going on and media attention and dealing with the pain of loss of your child not being around. Um, I know some things is being said about you online, so I want you to give the people, an answer to some of that. It was a claim that was made that you wasn't a part of Jania's life, right?
That's
Now,
correct.
I'm gonna say this. when I had my first son, I was into it with the mother. I had him young. You know, I was
Hmm.
into it with the mother of my son. So she kept my son from me a lot.
Yes, I was
You know what I'm
alienated
saying?
from my daughter. It's reports. It's literally, you can look up my name, my birthday. It's in my case. It's a charge filed for disorderly conduct behind my name in East Chicago. I was staying within the same city of my daughter for 3 years and didn't even know it. I seen my daughter at this public Easter egg event that Anthony Copeland hosts out there in East Chicago, right at the park right there. And the residents that was out there that year, they'll tell you, this was a few years back. My daughter was probably about 7 or 8. Um, and I noticed her. I was walking with my kids and my woman at the time. I was walking with them throughout the park. We was doing the Easter egg hunt, and I seen my daughter Janaya. And I was like, I was like, Janaya. I said, Janaya. She turned around. I said, hey, baby, I'm your daddy. And she came right up to me. Came right up to me. I said, hey, baby, I love you. I'm like, just know I'm always around, whether if you see me or not, I'm always around. If dad send you money, just make sure you get your money, baby. Just ask your mom for your money. I'm sending you money at work, okay? And as I was telling her that, Jasmine walks up and snatches her hand and takes her from the park. Then about 20 minutes later, she comes back with Darnell Compton, which is the father of the other kids. He comes back with three other cousins of his, and they were holding their hands on their hoodies. They had hoodies on, hoods on, and mind you, I still had my kids up there at the time too. At the time I was licensed to carry in the state of Indiana before I had caught my charge in 2021. But they had came with their hands in their hoodies trying to intimidate me. I stood my ground, had my kids behind me. I didn't draw my firearm because I was in a public facility with a lot of kids and I know the law. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when the officers had caught, caught attention of the commotion, they snatched all of us up. They throw me on the car. They search me. They find my firearm. He asked his sergeant, can he charge me? The sergeant like, no, he never drew the firearm. Or you can only hit him with disorderly conduct. Then they later found out, like, damn, he licensed to carry. They had to give me my firearm back. I literally bond out within like 2 or 3 hours. My mama come, bring the little 250 up there, bond me out, okay? This is a
Okay.
real legit case I caught behind, seeing my daughter and just speaking to my daughter.
So how old are you, brother? If you don't mind my asking.
I'll be 33 in June. June 16th, I'll be 33.
Okay. So you had Janiyah fairly early.
19. I was 19 when she was born. By the time she hit about when I was 20 years old.
Okay, man. So yeah, that's rough, bro. That's rough. So prior to you getting incarcerated, was there ever a time like was you guys ever cool? You and Jasmine, was y'all ever straight to where
So
she would let
from
Janiyah come and see you?
no, then that's where this issue is. From the very beginning, okay, I was with Jasmine from 5th grade all the way up to junior year in high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was my first. She was my high school sweetheart. You hear me? Like that was my first. Okay. Um, I had found out later on through our relationship in high school, my junior year, that she had a 5 month relationship with somebody, but she was 3 months pregnant, and she had already been telling me because I'm thinking that we was the only one together. This was just us. You know, for this X amount of years, and the whole time she was cheating. She had another guy. Well, I found out about it and I asked her about it because I seen messages of her telling the other guy that it was his baby. So I say, hey, are you 3 months pregnant? When the baby come out, I want a DNA test. I'm done with you. Okay? You've been
Right.
cheating for 5 months. You 3 months pregnant. That's 2 months you've been dealing with another person on me. Like, it ain't no telling. You know what I mean? Like,
So you was thinking that she wasn't yours.
right.
Okay. So
The
basically
very beginning, I thought that Janiyah was not Max.
so let
Yes.
me ask you this. So you don't really know Janiyah that well. Like you don't know if she has any distinct markings or mannerisms or anything like that.
Yes, I do.
What
Yes, I
she
do.
got?
She got my eyes. She has my nose. She has my forehead. That's how I was able to call my baby out when she was 7 years old, when I seen her in the middle of the park and a whole bunch of kids surrounding her. That's how I was able to call my baby out. I know my child, whether if I've been in her life or not. You get what I'm saying, sir?
I feel that, brother. And no way is this like a shade thing. I'm just trying to get an
No, no, no,
understanding
no, no,
because you
no.
got people in the comments,
Yeah, for
you
sure,
know,
for sure,
they want
for
to know
sure.
if she has any markings or any mannerisms that will stand out, you
If
know, so that
the,
way
the
they can,
best
if they
the
see her, they
best
can
way I can
identify.
put it, the best way I could put it from a father's perspective, whether if I was in her life or not, do I know my baby when I see her?
Yeah,
Yes. I know
100%.
me when I see me.
All day. And I
You
feel
hear me?
that. You know, I feel that, bro. And it's unfortunate, man, because you're in a whole different kind of situation with this thing now, bro. You know, I can't imagine coming home and then, you know, your child ends up missing, and now you caught in it. Like, you, I know you care. You know what I'm saying? You gotta care. Your father. So every father cares for his kid, man. You got that bond, that blood bond, you know. And then coming home, and then people online saying the things that they say while you out here for real searching. You know what I'm saying? So, KC.
Yeah, I'm still here.
So let me ask you, bro. What do you think? What are you making of all of this stuff that's happening right now, man? With, you know, the new people getting involved with the search, and is it helping the search? Do you think that things can be done differently? What's going on, man?
Um, well, like I've been saying, um, since August, man. When I first picked up this case, it wasn't nothing but 7 people sharing her flyer. Um, a lot of people didn't know about it. Social media, uh, within the community, you know, a lot of people just didn't know about it. So I knew off back that I was gonna have to work overtime
Right.
as far as pushing her name, her face out there, not just in the community, but social media, especially because nowadays, with social media
Word
presence,
spread.
you know what I'm saying, words spread quickly,
Right.
different cities. So, um, again, at the beginning, I was getting along with Jasmine, you know, and at the time where, I was getting along with them, it was a lot of conversations being held.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's how I was able to really, find out, a lot of things, you know what
Right.
I'm saying, that was going on because, me, Cat, I got to keep it 100.
All day.
You know the saying where they say you don't realize how dumb a person is till they open their mouth?
Right.
That's the prime example.
Yeah. That's real.
You know what I'm
That's real.
saying? And, um, since August, man, up to now, you think about it, what positive words have she said regarding her daughter?
Yeah,
Think about
man.
it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's rough, bro. It's rough because the 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 good man in me, like the spirit of God that I try to walk around in this world with, bro, wants me to believe like, yo, this is genuine. She's out here really concerned about her daughter, and she's missing her daughter. And look, my prayer is that God be glorified in the situation, however the situation plays out, right? And it's my
Mm-hmm.
hope that maybe she is having a sincere, you know, turnabout from what it was when we first started looking at this thing. Because when we first started looking at it, bro, it was it was bad. It was all the way bad. So I'm not gonna say that somebody can't change and become, you know, different and become better. I can't say that because I come from a messed up past myself, and you know, I got my own flaws, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just wow because this is how I put it. She's not the one that's online right now specifically. Like the only thing she's doing is searching for her daughter, right? At this point. Whereas before we know what was going on before. But right now she's trying to start helping search for her daughter, so it seems, when you look at other people's pages. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is that the people that have been here searching for this baby before the mother was actually searching for the baby are now being attacked. Now, even the father, Wood Rasta, this
Yeah.
brother, he's being attacked because he's stepping up to try to find his daughter. You know what I'm saying? And that to me is insane. And they say, well, he ain't never been a part of her life and all this. That don't matter. He's trying to help search, and that's still his daughter, whether he was there or not. And
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
sympathize with the brother for, you know what I'm saying, with everything he had. I had a baby mama like that growing up when I was young. My first baby mama would not let me see my son. You
Exactly.
know, so
Yeah.
and I deal with the ramifications of that, you know, today. And I loved my son the whole time that I wasn't able to see him. I loved him.
Exactly. That
You
don't
know what I'm
stop.
saying?
It don't stop. The love don't stop.
Yeah, it's
So,
wild, man.
you and this case, you know, and you know me, Cash, even Wooder.
Yeah.
It has really taken toll on me, man.
I know.
Because see, what people don't realize is I can't speak for nobody else, but in this case in particular, what motivates me is I stay focused on Janaya. What angers me is when I think about the things, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, may have transpired to this child.
Yeah.
And, you know, I have to, you know, see, people gotta understand, man. Not every kid that goes missing is caught up in sex trafficking.
Right.
When the kid runs away from home, it's always a why. Before you can get to the where, you have to go through the steps of the why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Water, with respect, you know, I want to speak on something right quick. Me personally, you asked me what I think about where's that now. I could curse on here, right? Just making sure.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Just be a little sensitive. We might have some
Right.
kids
I
watching.
think it's a bunch of BS. I think it's a bunch of BS. And the reason why I said that, because, you know, the last court date,
Yeah.
you know, the judge asked her, what are you doing to find your daughter?
Exactly.
Oh wow, I didn't know
So,
that.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know. I didn't speak about a lot that happened in court, and that's
now to see everything that's playing out, to me, is her building up her portfolio
yep.
to present to the judge on the next court date.
Yeah.
And just like we seen, and I you know, back then I was cool with Pebbles, and I told Pebbles, I said, man, listen, you got to be careful with Jasmine, because she's going to, you know what I'm saying, befriend you, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, they turn around and snap on you. And that's exactly what you seen happen with me. You seen it happen with Pebbles, and you're going to see it happen with Cowboy. It's only a matter of time. You understand what I'm saying? I would love for to see both sides of the family come together. And what Cowboy don't understand is I've tried that at the beginning. Even
Yeah.
when Woodle was locked up, I was trying to bring Jasmine side together with the Rogers side. It didn't work.
Right.
You know, you got to think, in the beginning, this how it went. It was me and Jasmine and Dahlia, right? And Mrs. Rogers.
Right.
Then it went from there to me and Jasmine going against her mother. Then it went from me and her mother going against Jasmine. Then it went from me going against both of them. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I get
And
it, but isn't that odd? Like nobody.
yeah,
This is the thing to me that strikes me as odd. I've never in my life heard of a family, right, or a mother, for instance, a mother that loses a child in some way. They don't know where the baby's at. The baby's missing, right? And then the mother say, I don't want media attention,
Right.
or I don't want anybody searching.
And if you think about it, Cash, for every sentence that came out of Jasmine's mouth since August, haven't I proven, not saying, I've proven where she's lying?
Yeah.
Publicly.
Yeah. 100%. I was gonna pull all that stuff up and play it, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not trying to be up here bashing. I really want to find Janiyah. Like, I want to see the baby get found, you know. But you're right, bro. Every single thing that you said, you showed receipts for, and it literally left me like speechless. Sometimes I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy, you know. And like the other day, I'm not gonna sit here and hold you, bro. I gotta play it. I gotta play it. Okay. I need everybody to see this, man. So the other day, there was a video that was shared. I think it was you, Kevin, that shared it, bro. Where she's out there and she says something that made I don't know why, bro. Well, I do know why. It made my skin crawl because I know from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
If you found
from the beginning, bro. That clip, I'm gonna play it right now. That clip.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on,
yo,
man.
This is crazy, y'all. Look at this. This is the mother of Janiyah. All right. So I want to give a little bit of perspective real quick, just so for the people that don't know about this case, right? So in the beginning, when the little girl went missing, and if you want to know about the case in detail, then go and follow KC Bodyguard. All right. Kevin Collins, go and follow him on Facebook. He's got everything up. So I don't spend too much time on it. I'm just going to give a brief synopsis, right? Little girl goes missing. The story was she left at night, and then it was she left in the morning, or they woke up in the morning and she was gone, and nobody knew when was the last day that she went to school, and she left with a backpack, but didn't leave with a backpack, that she could have been pregnant. So she might have been scared and ran away because she was pregnant. But then allegedly the mother said some crazy stuff to the little girl, saying that if you're pregnant, I'm going to kick the baby. What'd she say, KC?
She said, I'm going to beat the baby out of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just a bunch, right? And then when people started searching for her, can you tell if this is true? Because people said that this was a lie. When people went over there trying to search for the little girl, somebody from out of that where they live came out and busted shots at the people that were searching for Janiyah.
Well, I must say this. So at that time, Dahlia, Janiyah's grandmother, had her group of searchers. And a lot of things was transpiring with that group. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you go to my live when I was out searching, you could hear the gunshot clearly.
I heard it. I watched it.
And I'm just gonna be honest with you. You shoot at me, I'm shooting back.
Yeah. Well, let's pray that it don't come to
you know,
that. But this is crazy that this is happening while searching.
I'm going back to that live.
I feel you.
Where you heard the gunshot.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of things that, and then you got to keep in mind, with Janiyah, grandmother Dahlia had her group of searchers. It was 95% women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like a lot of stuff that Jasmine and Kiara and them was pulling with them, it wasn't going to pull with me and my team. So, you know, but my thing is, if anyone, like I could show you receipts of Jasmine thanking me for, you know what I'm saying, spreading awareness, social media, radio airwaves, to turn right around. I don't want my daughter on, you know what I'm saying, social media and the radio airwaves. I don't want your celebrities talking about her.
And that's where I came in.
Yeah.
And that's where I came in. While I was sitting down in jail and work release, he came up to my job on my break, and I came out publicly and gave him the permission to continue to look for my child. Because with just the mother being free and having the say-so over my child at that point and trying to cancel him out, he would be forced to have to resign from the assignment. But by me as the father giving that green light, no, you have the right to keep going.
Facts. And I
That's how
appreciate you
that
for
kept
doing
going.
that, bro. I really do, because KC's been on it, bro. And you've been sick sometimes doing this thing, man.
I love that, brother.
I want to point something out, man. So just so everybody's aware, and correct me if I'm wrong, KC, the mother has been named a person of interest by the FBI. Is that true?
It's a lot of things that can't be discussed because this is an ongoing case.
Ah, okay. I got you.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Bad. So I'm going to play this clip, you guys. And I want you guys in the chat right now. I want you to let me know what this screams to you. And this is just one of many, right? Check this out.
Matter of fact, I actually was told by KC. KC actually told me he told the family don't talk to the news until he got there. And when he told me that, I'm like, that was kind of.
Yeah, I can quote his words. Don't speak to anybody in the press until I'm present. I'm the voice for the missing. I will stand in front of the family. I do this with all my families. That's what he said.
No, that's not the one. Where's it at,
pause.
KC?
Since you played out, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
When you dealing with missing person families, you got to understand it's a vulnerable situation for them.
Yeah.
Where you see a lot of emotion, you know what I'm saying? Emotions flying high, adrenaline rushing. You dig what I'm saying? And so how I normally do it, which you've seen several other cases as well. It don't matter if it's gun violence, whatever. Sometimes, especially when you deal, and I told Antonio that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I kind of was prepping him for the news media because I know from experience of dealing and working with the news media that they only gonna give you like a minute and 15 seconds. And so when you have family members who's missing a loved one and they got something to say, it's gonna be way more than a minute, 15 seconds. And you know, if you want it to air to bring awareness, you have to crunch it down to fit, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, the news media requirements.
And can I say something on top of that, KC?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
When I was on Channel 7, I met with them by myself. A lot of things is being said, like, Antonio is the yes man for KC. Whatever KC say, this is what's been done. I just want to let the public know. Me and KC are a team. 98% of the time, KC running by me, and I'm KC in my line. I'm the one that's giving the green light.
Yeah,
that's good.
Because the only thing I can do is suggest it.
Right, because he don't want to offend me at the same time. Because I'm the father, and certain things he's suggesting, he knows it touched home.
So he's running it the way he's supposed to, then, by allowing you to take the lead, and he's just doing the work.
This is my child.
Right.
This is my child,
and that's good. That's
and
the way.
I love
That's
him
the way
for
it's
that.
supposed to
He
be.
respects me as the father of my child.
Yeah.
In this situation.
That's
and
what's
I just want to say this: the same way that I respect him in the beginning, I respected Jasmine.
Yeah, I remember.
And which goes to that video where, you know, I asked her, I said, hey, you know, so, you know, we have to bring awareness to the public. And, you know, it's different ways to bring awareness. And I said, would you be okay with doing a video that's going to, you know what I'm saying, bring awareness to the community, whether it's social media or news media? So she was like, you know, this is what she said, I don't know what to say. So I said, hold on. I said, Jasmine, when she said it, I don't know what to say, I looked at Kiara, I said, are you willing to talk? I don't do no talking on camera. Okay, back to Jasmine. I said, because in order to find this baby, you have to
get out there and say something.
You got to get out there. So she's like, I don't know what to say. So I told her, I said, Jasmine.
He had the script on what to say.
Right. I said, how's it that you don't know what to say? And this
you
is
say
your
what's
daughter.
in your heart.
Hold on, wait.
And
okay,
I told her, I said, you speak from the heart.
KC, when you came to meet me at my job, when I had,
I didn't have to script. I didn't have to script him.
How long did it take me to record that video to put it out there for you to be able to continue to search for my daughter?
Shit, not even less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, because you're speaking from the heart. That's the thing. There's no script needed when you're
I told
for real
Antonio,
concerned.
listen, I
Thank
told Antonio this day. I said, when I met up with him, I said, I want you to do a video to bring awareness to your daughter. He didn't ask no questions,
nothing.
none of that. He said, all right, let me know when you're ready.
Yeah,
I
that's
pressed
good.
record, and there it is.
And by the
Well,
time I got done, you know what he told me? He said, man, your baby mama had to do like 5 to 12 takes. I had to tell her what to say.
yeah.
And she was still stumbling over her words.
And then
So
look,
let me
hold on,
play
pause right.
this.
Cash, I want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Can I say one more thing before you move on?
Go ahead.
Okay, so the video that you seen that I released where she was saying she was last seen leaving home.
Exactly.
Yeah, I caught that. We did a live about
Listen,
that, KC.
let me tell you something. I have bloopers, right? So one day when I was at home, I said, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna go through all my recordings, all my videos. You know what I'm saying? Because it was taking up space. And I'm gonna show you how God worked. And Buddha just told me this recently. He said, man,
Gems.
them gems could be right in your lap and you not know it.
Hey, you gotta pay attention to them gems. You'll be sitting,
So,
you'll have gems right in your lap.
so
It
I'm
worth
going
$1 million.
through.
You don't even know you got it.
I'm going through my videos.
Come on now.
I didn't even know I had them. So I'm listening to everyone before I delete it. And then when I go to this one video, I said, hold on. Now here it is. That video was recorded in August, remember?
Yeah.
Here it is, all the way speeding for months later. Now I'm looking at the same video, and I said, hold on. I had to replay. I said, I know damn well I ain't just hear what I just heard.
Show that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, my thing is, again, I stay focused on Janaya, man.
As
You know
you
what I'm saying? I stay focused on her, and when I think about this baby, I feel hurt. I feel like a weight because I'm a very spiritual person.
Right.
And I've told Antonio this. Do you know how many times Janaya has came at me in my dream? See, what people don't realize is a lot of times when I want to throw in the towel, you know what I'm saying? Things like that happen to me.
Yeah, I remember you was telling me about that one time when you was down, bro, like down, and it was because you had a dream and you didn't have no energy left. People was trying to come at you online.
Yeah. So me personally, I don't care about the reward because I've been doing this way before they even mention a reward.
Yeah, I already know.
It's not like, I'm just jumping on because now it's a reward out there. And speaking of the reward, think about it. And that's another thing to pay attention. The reward been out there, 2 weeks now? Nobody respond.
Yeah.
Nobody is saying, hey, we seen this, we seen her, we did this. That's another thing to pay attention to. So that lets you know that we're not dealing with somebody holding information and now the money involved, now they want to step forward. Nobody still ain't stepped forward. And
So
for
just
her
so
to sit up
everybody is
there,
aware. So everybody is aware, my bad, brother. There is a $10,000 reward.
No, it's actually 30.
30,000.
It's 30,000 now?
It's 30,000.
USPA put up 10, Gary put up 10, and the feds put up 10.
Okay, so there's a $30,000 reward for anybody leading to her being found, correct?
And let me add this in. My daughter case is the first missing case that ever had a reward put behind it. A black baby.
Okay, so what how do people get the 30,000? I'm trying to incentivize people to get out there and see if they can recognize
if
Janaya.
you have any leading information to find Janaya that leads us right to Janaya, you get that 30K.
If anybody's watching this, and if you could please share this thing out, man, and tell everyone. As a matter of fact, in the caption when you share it out, $30,000 reward for the finding of this missing child. All right,
you lead us to Janaya, wherever she is. We see her. We know it's her. You get your
Facts.
30K.
So
You
let
get
me
that
play this
30K.
real quick for y'all, man. For everybody that's watching, I want you guys to see what the mother says because she's got problems with KC. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to tell me what you think when you hear this.
Shit, if y'all find her and you don't want to bring her directly to me because you feel like something's going on, Casey, what you did with the other young man and took him to the police station, do my daughter the exact same way because I don't want her in your care. But you can take her to the police station if you find her. Shit.
Did y'all hear that? I'm gonna play it one more time.
No.
If y'all find her and you don't want to bring her directly to me because you feel like something's going on, Casey, what you did with the other young man and took him to the police station, do my daughter the exact same way because I don't want her in your care. But you can take her to the police station if you find her. Shit, if y'all find her and you don't want to bring her directly to me because you feel like something's going on, Casey, what you did with the other young man and took him to the police station, do my daughter the exact same way because I don't want her in your care. But you can take her to the police station if you find her.
Can I say something right behind this video?
Go ahead.
KC.
Yeah, I'm here.
What did I tell you behind that video?
He told me if I find Janaya to take her to the police station.
And who's gonna be with you?
You.
And where was I going after you took her?
To Methodist Hospital. And
to get her evaluated, make sure she ain't nothing wrong with her, whatever help she need.
Yeah.
And I'm not going, if CPS want to take her, I'm not leaving none of those facilities until I leave with my daughter.
To you. Now, can I say something about that video?
Yes, go ahead, because I really want to touch that.
Yeah, so number one, now you know me, Cash. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I don't sugarcoat shit with nobody.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at that video, number one, when she said, I don't want her in your care. Number one, I'm be honest with you. When Janaya was in your care, what happened?
Exactly.
That's number one. Number two, she said, I don't want her in your care. You don't have none of your other fucking kids
in your care.
In your care.
I didn't even know that. She still don't got them babies. No, I thought
she
had
had
them
babies in her care.
I helped keep those kids safe. In court 2 weeks ago, I helped keep those kids safe. That's why Dahlia is thanking me to this day. Am I lying, KC?
You're right. And then
Dahlia's been doing her thing. Dahlia stays trying to bring awareness. For those who don't know, Dahlia is the grandmother.
Most
and
definitely.
Dahlia goes hard online looking for that baby. Look, you say what?
I want to say this before we go.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Casey.
Jasmine, because I know she's watching. For you to say to me, if you find her, that's being sarcastic to me.
Yeah.
But understand, what that shit just did to me, just motivated me even more. Just motivated me. See, what people gotta understand is, I take it personal because of the disrespect Jasmine put out towards me. So, when you come for me, sarcastic, I read between the lines. So now you just made it personal.
Right.
For me to prove you're wrong. I'm going to find this baby.
Yeah. I came out of residence right across the street from where my daughter went missing from, and she asked me, was I searching good enough? And now you out 3 weeks later acting like you're looking for my baby. You ain't put on no clothes, no shoes, no coat, and come across the street and help me search through the residence. You waited till I came from searching through everything to ask me, was I searching good enough? Then to let her come out and put this facade and this mockery on behind me and my team looking for my daughter, acting like you really out here looking for her.
Right.
But when we was out there actively looking for her right across the street from you, you asked us, was we looking good enough? Am I lying, Casey?
Yep. That's true.
And that's why I'm upset. It's a facade.
See, I just want to say this.
Nobody playing behind my child. It's not right.
See, I want to say this. A lot of people don't know. A lot of things has transpired off of social media where Jasmine and Kiara and them have taunting us. They send threats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as soon as we respond, we the
bad guys. We the bad guys. We the bad guys. And we physically have witnesses around us. Why this shit is happening? That sees it.
Right. It's sad, man. This whole thing is sad, bro. Straight up. This whole thing is sad
I'd
And
rather
all
be
I
because
pissed
asked
off
since
than
I
pissed
came
on.
home is
yo,
for her to come out and help me look for my baby. I asked her to reach out to me. You went through KC platform, Pebbles, the news. I've been home since December 21st. I've been home almost 5-6 months. You hear me?
yeah.
And you just not reaching out. Gotta tell you that right there. I done had prayer meetups, Casey, how many events we done had since I came home? You didn't attend not one. You ain't reach out to me not one.
I even invited her on one of the events, and you go to my page to see.
She didn't
The
show.
scary thing is that there's nobody coming forward, bro. This is the thing. Like in my mind, when I first heard about this case from KC, because that's how I heard about this initially, right? Was through KC. And when I first heard about it, I'm like, okay, maybe she ran away. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that is what's going on here. But then I start paying attention to the mother. I start hearing the interviews, KC, that you had with I don't know who was that, the uncle or who, I don't know who that was that you had on. I start hearing all of this, all of these different stories, and then hearing the mom go online and saying things, and then friends saying things that are real cool with the family that have heard firsthand knowledge. I'm not gonna put their names out there, but sending me recordings, and I'm like, yo, something ain't right here. Something ain't right. Like in my mind, like I'm fearful, that it's something more than a runaway situation. And I hope to God that that's not the case. I hope to God that that's not the case. But everything just seems sketchy. And then y'all telling me that, now that there's a $30,000 reward, now people are starting to come out. And it's like, I don't know. My
Can
mind
I
just
point out
goes to a
something?
dark place. Go
Something
ahead.
Me
else
too.
right
I want to
quick.
point out something behind you, Casey. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna let you go first, bro. I'll let you go first.
KC, when this shit first kicked off and I was behind those walls and I reached out to you while I was behind those walls and you told me after you talked to her mama and what you initially investigated when you went through that house, what did I tell you? I said, this shit don't add up, KC. Look into her.
And you know what? Man, he just took me mentally back to the house. Man, when I sit back and I reflect on that house, for Jasmine to be taking me room to room and explaining and pointing out, you know what I'm saying, everything that transpired. And keep in mind, at this time, I wasn't looking at her as a suspect. I actually was believing her in the beginning. And it's when, because I don't come through the door just point fingers. And you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. It's funny when it came down to her point fingers at this little boy, right? Do you know how many tips she was telling me about this little boy? How many stakeouts I was doing, how many tips I was following up with, you dig what I'm saying, and etc. Come to find out, this same little boy never seen Janiyah outside of school. Then she pointed at her mother. Again, I keep receipts. You understand what I'm saying? Then she pointed at her own mother, and I was like, hold on. Who in the hell blames their mother?
Yeah.
So me doing what I do, I said, okay, I'm still going to investigate. You understand what I'm saying? Didn't find no findings. Here it is. I'm in East Chicago. Don't even realize how dangerous it is out there.
Yeah.
I said, what's your mother's address? I don't remember her address. How you not gonna know your mother's address?
Right. That's crazy.
How? Regardless if you talk to her or not, that's still your mother. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing I want to point out, she said on the other guy's live, when he asked her, why haven't you been on Facebook to spread awareness about your daughter. She simply said out of her mouth, first she said, I don't have a Facebook. Then she said, I haven't been on Facebook 3-4 years, which is a lie, because I could show you receipts back in August where it came from her Facebook page, where she went on there not to raise awareness for her daughter, but to bash me, to bash Dahlia, and
Yeah.
everybody else.
Me as well.
See,
She
the
talked
thing
about me
is,
during my bid.
yeah, here's the thing, and I'm just gonna keep it honest with you. Without Kiara, Jasmine is a fuck up. Kiara is the mouthpiece.
Yeah.
And if you notice every picture, video that you seen with Jasmine, you notice her phone is in her hand. And right before she finna answer a question, she looked down at her phone.
I
Kiara's on the
pointed that
side.
out.
Kiara's always on her side. Kiara is not finna let, prime example, okay, she wanna go out there and finally search with Antonio, right?
Right.
My thing is, okay, cool. Pull Kiara from it, pull me from it, pull Cowboy from it.
That's exactly what I told her, and she don't want to do it. She just told
She's not
me
gonna do that.
in order for her to meet up with me, Kiara has to be there. And you know what I told her? I said, okay.
But I
That's
will
how
say this,
much
bro.
I'm willing to look for my baby, bro. But I told her I would definitely have my security with me. Kill your security, I will have my security with me. Let's all link up there. I'm not finna be out there sitting duck. And it's been so much confusion behind my baby, and all I'm trying to do is find my daughter. And now I'm created as the enemy, just trying to do something y'all ain't been trying to do this whole time.
This whole thing is crazy, man. Casey, you was about to say something.
Um, I have a name for Jasmine and Kiara. It's called Puppet Master. My thing is from jump, Jasmine have given Kiara too much power to speak, yet alone discipline those kids. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But here's the thing is, I blame Kiara. I blame Jasmine because I've talked to several exes of Kiara, and it's and they all have said the same thing. Kiara's controlling. She's abusive. You understand what
Right.
I'm saying? So this is a pattern that Kiara uses with no matter who she's with. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And I tell people, all the time, when this hit the fan, it's going to be multiple people being arrested. It ain't just going to be Kiara and
It's gonna be a
Jasmine.
paddy wagon out. You hear me?
People's
Because I
jobs
ain't
is
gonna
going to
lie
be
to you,
gone.
bro. I feel like there's some like cover up thing going on right now, and I just want to be fair. It don't necessarily mean that it's the mother. Is my thing, because I'm reading through these comments and people are right. It's like Jasmine do be looking scared. Anytime I see her when Kiara is there,
Yeah.
oh girl looks scared, bro. She look like she's fearful. What if, man? I don't know. It's got
It's
me
just,
like it's wild.
and that takes me up to Cowboy.
Yeah.
I invited him out, right? Just like I invited everybody else out. I invited everybody else out. He comes out. You know what I'm saying? For the support, just like everybody else do.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? The thing that bothered me was, now keep in mind, I didn't find out that he had actually doubled back to talk to Kiara and him to literally like hours later.
Well, KC,
everybody,
he never left.
right. Everybody's telling me, like, did you see Cowboy live? I'm like, no, what are you talking about? They telling me that, yeah, he was trying to talk to Jasmine and Kiara and them, and he was saying he's not picking sides and this and that. So my thing is, number one, the picking side thing, right? I have a problem with that because he said on his live that he came out there to support me, right? It didn't dawn in his mind that it's almost close to 80 people is out there saying the same, chanting the same thing. And what makes you think that you could be the peacemaker when you
Right.
pulled up with us and they seen you clear as day? But, you know, that was on him. You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't like how he bust that move
No, I
because,
feel that.
you know, he wouldn't have did that if I was standing right there.
And
Right.
if I can clear the air behind that event, my daughter balloon release, I came in peace. You know, I have not been able to spend a birthday with my child. I have not been able to spend a holiday, nothing with my child. So I came to celebrate my baby birthday where she was missing from, and I have every
Right.
right to do so. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't come aggressive. I didn't come vandalizing anybody home. I didn't come trying to fight nobody. No, I came and just celebrated my baby birthday and we left.
Right.
So before people try to put this narrative out there like, oh, he came over that ghetto. No,
I feel you.
I
And
came over
So
there to
can you
celebrate
clear
my
it
baby.
up? Can you clear it up, bro? Because another thing that was said was you kept some GoFundMe money or something like that, and was
Well, yeah, the GoFundMe, the little 355 that's in no GoFundMe to this day right now that I can't access.
right.
Yeah. No, my baby birthday was funded through KC, my team members, and my check that I work inside the steel mill.
Okay.
You familiar with Gary, right?
Yeah.
So you know about US Steel.
100%. My guy works
I
there.
work in there. Cleveland Cliffs in East Chicago, Burns Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
I work in there. Riverdale, Cleveland Cliffs. Yeah, I'm a contractor.
I
So
wanted you to go ahead and clear
I
the air
I
because
don't
I
I
thought
don't
that
have
that
to
was
explain
crazy that that was
anything.
even said, bro.
Listen, I don't care what's said. Whatever resources I'm trying to raise behind trying to find my daughters just need to be respected. It's nobody else
100%.
out here but me and KC and my team really looking for my daughter and been looking for my daughter. If I'm requesting help and people are generous enough to help, let
And
that
God
be.
bless him.
can
You
I
Exactly.
say
feel me?
something right quick?
Yep.
Can I
Go ahead.
interrupt? People's talking about the GoFundMe, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I just dropped some recently, and I have receipts at the beginning, Jasmine was accepting donations.
And her mother. Her daddy get out and actually out here looking to ask for some help.
What was
It's a
some
problem now.
donations going towards? I I want to say this. I'm
Good
not coming in
question.
defense of Antonio, so I don't want everybody to think, oh, he coming in defense. I'm speaking facts
Oh,
because
I'm coming to the defense of the brother because he's
right
doing what he got
now,
to do to help his daughter. So I'm definitely
yeah,
coming to the defense of Antonio
yeah, of
because
And
course,
let's
of
still
course
but
it's
keep in
not
mind, she's still getting my money every week for child support that I go to work, I get paid. She got
so
paid
you paying
yesterday,
child
Tuesday.
support for
I'm still paying for Janaya. You want me to send you some receipts? I can send you some
that's
receipts.
crazy.
Okay?
yeah,
That is
To this
that's
crazy.
day,
true.
they're still raping my check for my baby. She's going to the casino, the liquor store, and to the whoever else plug off of my money. Yes, I'm sponsoring her. I've been sponsoring her for 14 years. While she said I ain't had no help with Janaya for 13 years, you're lying. And everybody knows I have the proof. Child support, when they automatically take out your check, it's facts. It's recorded. It's there.
Yeah.
14 years. I'm still paying.
I feel you. I know that pain. That's
So if
crazy,
I'm asking
brother.
the public for extra help because they taking money that you're going to go mess up while I'm trying to find our child, and now you just not getting out here 9 months later, and then you got to know to say something about some money that I'm being helped with for her birthday parties and people that's coming out hungry, thirsty, that's out here for 12 hours, not 1 or 2 hours, going up the
Searching
same
all
block.
day.
We're going throughout the whole city. These people are hungry. They got their kids with us. We out here looking for my baby. They don't have to. They missing work. They shut down their businesses. I got people that own restaurants, shut down their restaurants to come help me and my team look for my child.
That's love.
The least I
Shout
can
out
do
to
is
them.
have some water available for these people. A couple of
Nah, you
pieces of
did right,
chicken.
brother. You did right. You ain't even got to explain. I just wanted you to clear the air for people that was following that other story where that was said at.
I got my kids out here looking
Yeah.
for their sibling with me. I gotta feed them too. Everybody gotta gas up. This ain't their child that they looking for. They helping me. Least I can do is try to help out who's helping me.
I feel that.
So this
You
world is helping
100%
each other
correct.
at this point.
Yeah, you right. You
And
right.
like I said, I can't even access the 355. So where's the money coming from that everything's been going on?
I could tell you. You and KC.
Thank you.
KC, go
And
ahead,
then-
brother.
And then I just want to add on to that. Do you know how many times Antonio and his mother said to me, KC, take this. And I denied it.
He denied
I don't want
it.
it. I don't
Every
want it.
time.
It's not about the money to me.
That's exactly what he tell me. I'm
It's
in
not
it
about
because
the money to me.
I feel some type of way. I got a connection with your daughter and you. I understand what you're going through. I've been put through this situation with my child before. He won't take my money.
I gotta tell y'all, for those of you that are watching right now, KC, I've spoke to this brother privately. Me and him, we got a good relationship. That's my dog, right? And there was a time where this brother was going back and forth and not receiving no help, and people started to try to offer help, and he felt hard pressed to even consider taking it because he never wanted this to seem like it's about any money. I gotta say that. I gotta give the brother his flowers for that.
And I
Because
give him that because it's like, why? Cause now y'all want to help me because I said something about help. Like, y'all should have just been doing it off the strength. You
yeah,
feel what I'm saying? I feel him on that. Because now y'all gonna try to put it like I am out here about money. I don't want it.
no, man, it
See, what
ain't
people
that.
got to realize is, to me, it's not about money. It's not about clout. I don't need no recognition. And not only have you heard Antonio mention that, because I told him the same thing like I told Jasmine. And I have receipts where I told Jasmine, I don't want no recognition. I dropped receipts.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? And, I don't do what I do for the money, the recognition, none of that at all. You know what I'm saying? And do you know how many organizations, independent search teams I've seen come on board with this since August? And 2-3 weeks, they disappear.
Fall off.
They fall off. And I'm still standing strong.
Facts.
And even when Juvenile is found, justice is served, it's still not over for me.
I know that's right. You do this thing a lot for people all over, bro. I've looked into you myself, brother, and I gotta say I'm impressed with you and your heart. That's why I always try to encourage you, man. That's why I try to motivate you, bro, because I see you. You know what I'm saying? A good question right here. This is a great question from the chat. Can I ask when the last proof of life was and where?
I was just looking at that, and that's a great question. Honestly, man, Miss Sierra Chalfant, from what we know of, actually, I'm finna do a whistleblower right now. Okay, I'm the father of Janai. Any records from doctors to schools, I can acquire it. Okay. Tomorrow, I will be going to my daughter's school, and I will be acquiring her attendance records from last year. Okay,
That's important.
it's very important
because we had heard that she hadn't been there.
It don't matter if I've been there or not. I'm her father.
No, not you. We had a moment on a live before where they were saying that Janai was last seen, wasn't even at school when they said that she was, at school, that she wasn't there, like she had been missing.
Right. So, and that's why once I go and get these school records and see the last date, because they're gonna have if she was tardy, if she was absent, when she was absent, what date, they're gonna have all that. I'm gonna go get the school records
tomorrow. Can I say something towards that?
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I don't know the exact last date that she was in school, but I will tell you this. I spoke with a student, Janias, and he told me the last day he seen her at school, which I also released those recordings too, where Janaya told him that Jasmine was going to do something to her.
You got that on your page?
Yeah, go down on my page. It's on my page.
I'm about to go find it right now.
Everything with this I've aired, bro.
How far back is it?
Shoot, almost August. Always August.
See, and that's another thing I want to point out to everybody that's paying attention right now. Like, please, everybody, keep in mind, this is my child. If y'all are parents, understand on how you will feel about your child every day since August, since this came abroad, I've literally been getting messages, different scenarios behind my daughter. You hear me? I've been getting different scenarios behind my daughter, different things that some lead to something, some lead to nothing, you know? But at the end of the day, when you got to deal with that type of income of feedback behind something that you don't know really much of, it's a lot. And then on top of that, to have the other parent taunting you before they actually get out here and do something behind y'all child, it's a lot to take in, you know? Um, I'm definitely staying within my discipline and not crashing out and doing what I'm supposed to do behind my daughter. I'm just asking people, especially for the trolls out there. I know y'all troll. There's nothing wrong with trolling, but just kind of have some type of moral values on what you trolling on. This somebody child, you know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to say. This my child. If you got a child, understand how you would feel if somebody trolled on your child and what could possibly happen to your child, and you don't know anything about what could have possibly happened to your child. It's not cool. It's not right. Like, just, hey, I know the internet gonna be brutal. I know how this world is. It's cold, you hear me? But I'm just asking people that's really like intuitive with this situation to kind of be mindful of what what y'all trolling on now.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead.
Is this one of them right here, Casey?
Let me see. You would have to play it. This makes sense. How is it that no, I think it was before Janaya is still missing? Her birthday is coming up on the 28th.
Oh yeah, this is recent. Okay.
Yeah, that's recent.
Yeah.
That's about You
would have to go all the way. Let me see if I can send it to you.
Yeah, send it
But
to
you
me
would have
on
to
the
go
messenger.
all the way back to August. That's a lot. From August to now. But yeah, you could definitely find it. You know what I'm saying? Where her classmate has said, you know what I'm saying? And that's the part that really pisses me off is, and this is where I say CPS failed this baby.
Yeah,
Not only was classmates saying what Janaya said, you have teachers that said, you know what I'm saying, pretty much Janaya crying out for help. You have Dolly in them things, you know what I'm saying, like for this baby was crying out for help. And nobody took her serious. And that's what's wrong with these kids going missing. Because everything starts within the homes. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say this. Whatever Janaya had endured within the walls, she wasn't the only kid. Other siblings as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
You understand what I'm saying?
And that's why I spoke on those siblings inside court 2 weeks ago when we was in court behind Janaya and those kids. Like I said, I helped Dahlia get those kids back inside her household instead of being inside a facility. They were thinking about giving the kids back to Jasmine supervised. And by me speaking, letting them know, hey, y'all took them out of the household because my daughter missing. She's still missing. Y'all thinking about giving them back to her. That doesn't make sense. And that with me stating that to the judge, that's what made him realize, like, he's right. We're going to keep these kids in the certain facilities and the other kids with the grandmother. And that's how Dolly was able to retain those twins and the smaller four. The other two, the oldest two, they're in a special facility being having treatment to their trauma within their household that they went through, the same as Janaya.
I heard that. That's a good comment right there. Definitely need to start a petition. Is this one of them, KC?
Let's see. Nah, that's at the beginning. It should be after that.
Okay.
I wonder if I exit the screen to send it to you, will I be able to pop back on, or it's gonna close out all the way?
It don't matter if it closes out. You just come right back in. You got the
All right,
link.
hold on.
Yeah, because I had some technical difficulties and I was able to hit the link and I popped right back in.
Yeah. This one's September. It's crazy, bro. This is a sad case, bro.
And it's so crazy, man, because like I said, since I came home, I just been trying to figure out what happened and where she at. And I'm not the one to bash the next parent. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just start speaking my voice on saying like, damn, why am I the only one coming home looking for my child? You out partying, drinking, kicking it, sitting in the crib while I'm out looking for my child when I'm out at work. You know, it's like, when you don't get out here and look. And after, it's just like I said, it's mighty funny. After I had this balloon release party for my daughter, we show up over there with teddy bears in the front of our house. Now, literally a week later, you know what I mean, searching for our daughter.
Yeah.
3 weeks prior, you taunt me from the residence across the street from your house about looking for our daughter. You didn't come over there helping nothing, but now you're looking. Like, it's weird, bro. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
That is.
It's weird.
Wasn't
Especially to be.
there a time I'm not sure if I'm remembering this correctly, but didn't she tell was it Kiara or somebody, they were out there searching. People were out there searching and they came by and somebody from over there, I think it might have been Kiara, said you're never gonna find her.
No, so Jasmine was searching through. It was a search party that Casey had organized. Okay. And it was some other searchers out there that came from different communities to come out and support and help search for my daughter. Well, they split off into groups in this certain area, I guess they were at. Well, while they were going down this trail, Jasmine had told a group of searchers that was with her that they wouldn't drag a body this far. And she was talking to a lady named Tina Gasky. She's okay with me putting her name out there. She's
That's
willing to go to
crazy.
court with me and everything behind that statement. Her cousin was with her. I won't release her name because she don't want her name released. But I got some
She said
witnesses
that she
that
would not
nobody would drag a body this far while they were walking down the trail looking for my child. That's what Jasmine told the searchers that was help searching for my daughter that day.
Ooh, dog, that just gave me chills, man.
And she was basically asking them to turn around like, we going too far. Ain't nobody finna search. Ain't nobody finna drive nobody this far.
Did they continue searching over there?
No.
They should have. They should have kept searching. It's like, why are you trying to stop people from going this far?
But at that moment, I can't blame the searchers because around that time, people was getting shot at and there was a lot of weird stuff going on behind looking for my daughter. So I don't fault them. They remember the location. They gave me and my team the location. We have been through that thoroughly. We're still searching through there. It's a lot of land. It's a lot of land. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of land by that Calumet River.
Yeah.
But I don't want nobody to put themselves in harm's way looking for my child.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to put their life at risk looking for my child. I would rather do so than them. It's my child. You get what I'm saying? And I appreciate and I love the people that have put their life on the line and risk their life looking for my child because it's not their child and they doing so. You know what I mean? So I'm very grateful. But my whole end motive is just to get answers and find my baby. I don't want nobody hurt behind it. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm just trying to find my baby girl. That's it. That's all. I come in peace. I really do.
No, I get that, bro. I understand. Man, brother, I can't stress enough how sorry I feel, bro, that you gotta. I can't imagine. You feel me? I can't imagine, bro. You know, and like I say, I commend you, man. Dealing with coming home and then all of that when you come home, you doing good, brother. And you just make sure that you keep your head up. Don't give up hope, faith, man. Keep yourself right with God. And, you know, just keep on going. And
And I
you got
also
a
want to let
brother
the
here for the
public
rest
know.
of your life, man. You need me, I'm here.
I also want to let the public know one thing. I got an important call before we started this live earlier, too. I had a DAF team working on petitions because I was trying to get this money together on this GoFundMe. So soon y'all will see the GoFundMe taken down because I went to other measures to figure it out to go through this water. The DAF team did get the petition signed. The city of Geary signed off on the petitions. The judge signed off. So next week, the Calumet River will be searched. The water will be hit. My main mission on what I wanted to do through that Calumet River is achieved without the GoFundMe.
Yo, that's scary, bro, with the Calumet River, because when I was a kid, that's where everybody put everybody. You know what I'm saying? When something happened, that's where they would throw them, is in the Calumet River.
Well, that Calumet River finna be searched next week, so anybody that's been missing anybody finna be found. Good. And it's not the first time or the last time somebody has been found behind my little girl missing. KC has brought a lot of people home behind looking for my daughter.
Yeah, he has.
Definitely so at the same token, my baby, it was a curse and a blessing at the same time what happened to my daughter. Look how many families got reunited with their loved ones.
This right here. It's crazy how we see other towns doing that right away. Yeah, and you know what? The problem is it's Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana has been a rough place, man, for a very, very long time. It's like the people in that community that are supposed to be leaders don't care about the people in the community. I had to go out there and like every weekend, and on the summer I would be out there at 44th and Madison in Glen Park, and it was rough. It was just rough, plain and simple. If it's a shootout or something that happens, the police ain't coming unless it's to pick up the body.
I stay in that area.
Exactly. So you know what I'm doing. I don't know how it is now.
I look to my left is Maryville. I look to my right is Gary. Somebody getting robbed to my right. I got some white folks cutting their grass to the left. You hear me?
Yeah. Is it still like that?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying.
If I go 2 blocks over and shots getting rang off. I go another 2 blocks up. There go KFC, you know? Yeah. Strike event till it ain't nothing going on over that way.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, 61st.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm in that area. That's why it don't take me long to get to where my daughter went missing from. Right. I'm out here. I'm not from here, but I'm out here.
Yeah, just make sure you stay safe, brother.
Most definitely. What I'm saying? Most definitely.
Stay safe, man.
Most definitely.
I think KC went to go try to get them videos. I'm not sure. But again, I just want you guys to pay attention to this picture right here. And if you could, share this thing out. Tag somebody in it.
We can actually finish off how everything kicked off between me and Jazz. Like a lead off on that.
Go ahead.
You know, and that 5-month relationship, and she was 3 months pregnant, and how we end up breaking off, and how it ended up being to this point. Like I was saying, she was 3 months pregnant. She was in a relationship with another guy for 5 months. Initially, I did not think Janiyah was mine. I told her I wanted to make sure she was mine. I wanted a DNA test. Well, within the state of Indiana, you request a DNA test, child support is automatically involved. I take the DNA swab. She comes back 99.99% mine. When we leave out of court, Jasmine tells me I can't see my child until I started paying child support. I was 19 at the time. I was working at a spot in Hammond called Thrift for Cycling at the time. It was a little book warehouse.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
Books and CDs and stuff like that. I was working. I started paying child support, and she still wouldn't allow me to see my daughter. I later left there, went to a couple of different other warehouses, ended up in the railroad before I actually got incarcerated. And after I left the railroad, being incarcerated, getting out, I ended up being at the mill now. And that's just fast forwarding from back then to now, from how we end up splitting. That's where kind of how it's been dysfunction, because I asked for a DNA because of her actions, just to make sure I was taking care of my own child. She kind of punished me the rest of the route through of finding out she was mine. She took my money, wouldn't let me spend time with my child, and have a holiday, a birthday, nothing. So, like I said, when I seen her at that Easter egg hunt, and I seen how that played out, and how I was than risking my freedom just to try to be a part of my daughter's life, I fell back. I just paid the child support. I tried to keep it peacefully.
Right.
I didn't want to risk my freedom from being there for the remainder of my kids, trying to pursue my oldest daughter, and it's causing me to be incarcerated and, you know, detouring my livelihood. I can't allow that to affect that much of what I still got to maintain for her siblings. You feel me?
Right. No, I definitely feel
So
you.
I fell back, and I look up, I go sit down to do, you know, do my time behind my past, what I had going on 4 years ago. And while I'm sitting down, I look up and my baby missing. So that's where I'm at today. I'm just trying to find her since I've been in there and since I came home. It's backlash or how I'm, you know, dealing with it, and that's fine. I'm grown. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have me. Hell yeah, I have me blood from time to time to deal with everything that's coming behind my daughter. I'm not
No,
out
I feel
here
you.
crashing out. I'm not out here hurting nobody. I'm still staying positive and doing the right thing behind my daughter. So they talked about Jesus till he passed, and still to this day. What
Yeah.
makes you think
No,
they're
you're
not
right,
talking
brother.
about
But
me?
that's what, you know, that's why I did that live the other day, man, and just address that whole thing, bro, because I feel I just came home from the feds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2024 in February.
Okay.
And people are automatically going to try to judge you, man, if they ain't got a right mind. The only people that are going to do that is people that don't got a right mind. Try to judge you based off of your past, but you just keep remembering that you don't live there no more. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Whatever mistakes you made in your past, you made them mistakes, that's that, but you're a new person every single day that you wake up with a choice to do better. And from what I can see, bro, you trying your best to do better. And it's a hard world to navigate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you grew up like how I grew up, but we didn't have a whole lot of positive role models. You have to
Right.
learn everything on your own.
Yeah.
You know, so just know, bro, I commend you. And like I said, you got a brother over here for life. You ever need to talk, man, whatever, you need this platform to try to get the word out, it's yours. But just don't be detoured. And it sucks, bro. You know, I know how it feels to miss out on time with your child.
Yeah.
And this situation, I can't even imagine though. The way that you're missing out now is beyond somebody not letting you see your child. It's just now you have a fear. You know what I'm saying? And I can't
Biggest fear
imagine.
of mine, I ain't gonna lie, the biggest fear of mine is finally finding my daughter and not having no time left with her. You understand me? I
Yeah.
was already cheated out of her life, and if I finally find my daughter, I ain't got no time left with her. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Especially when
Yeah,
I've been trying
man.
to be a part of her life her whole life, and there's witnesses around the scenario. There's people that help sneak my child while she 12, 11. That people don't know. I seen my baby. She getting her hair done by my brother baby mama. That's her auntie that Jasmine talked to. Yeah. She called me, hey bro, your daughter over here. I'm doing her hair. You need to come slide right now. By the time I slide, she done came and picked up because she knew I was on my way. Like, but I done talked to her on FaceTime. Hey baby, I'm on my way to you right now. By the time I get there, she gone. You hear me? Like, I've had conversations with my daughter, and that's why I was so frustrated with Cowboy when he was like, "Oh, he probably don't know what his child looked like. It's been
That
13
got me
years.
mad too. That got me mad that
Like, it
again,
was
that's another reason
disrespectful."
why I spoke on that on the situation, bro. Because the way that I see it, brother, ain't nobody in this world better than anybody else, right?
Yeah,
Cowboy ain't no better than you, ain't no better than KC. We aren't no better than Cowboy.
we all
Everybody
human.
here is just trying to figure it out. So when you are coming in, first off, this man is trying to find his daughter, and you've been locked up, and you got everything against you right now that would make a brother really spaz. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? The kind of pressure that you holding on to right now,
and
it'll
that's
make a brother spaz out if he ain't got his mind all the way right.
attention.
So when I heard the brother say that, when I heard him say that, I'm like, oh no. And then on top of the things that he said about KC, I said, no, I can't just sit back and hear him say that and then me not say something to try to build these brothers back up, while also letting this brother know that he was wrong without being disrespectful to him. Because the way that I operate, I don't want to disrespect the brother because he ain't did no wrong to me, and he's not really doing any wrong to you. He's just stating an opinion that is horrible. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
So
why
I just try to be the brother in the situation to all the brothers that are involved.
And that's why I responded the way I did earlier about how her having her own little team and how they navigate. I'm gonna let them do that. I didn't bash them. I didn't talk down on them. I just said, hey, look, I tried to meet up with them. They set a time. By the time I got there at that time that they set, they had a whole nother time 2 hours later. I'm not like, you know what I mean? I didn't
Yeah.
bash nobody. I didn't tear nobody down. No matter how much he just tried to come at me, screen record me, try to put it out there like I'm aggressive, that I threat. He put it out there that I said I was gonna harm him. I
Yeah.
never once said that. The messages between me and him, all I asked the brother was to keep me and my daughter name out your mouth, please, and respect.
Now look like we lost the brother, but I feel you. I feel you, man. And that's really what it should be, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's involved in trying to help. Now, it's okay to have an opinion, right? But if you're somebody with a platform, I'm gonna put it like that. You're somebody with a platform where a lot of people are gonna see what you're saying, where you really need to be careful what you say before you say it. And I know some people will say, well, Cash, you saying these things, about Jasmine. No, I'm not saying nothing about Jasmine. I'm letting y'all know what I seen and what I heard from
Hey,
Jasmine. You know what
can
I'm
y'all hear
saying?
me?
Yeah, we hear you, brother. You want me to pull it up?
Antonio.
Antonio dropped out for some reason. I think he got a bad connection.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, one sec. One
And that's why
second.
I always say I don't have to go off of assumptions.
Right.
I go
Okay,
off
I'm
facts.
pulling it up right now.
Hold
One
on.
second, y'all.
Antonio,
Yeah, I'm here.
before he play this, do we have your permission?
What's going on? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, roll it.
Okay.
No, I'm coming.
Janaya tell people like, cause I'm a grade ahead of her. And when I was in 8th grade and she was in 7th grade, she'll be telling people like she felt like her mama would have somebody kill her or her mama was gonna kill her.
What?
Did she
What?
say why she was thinking like that?
She said cause her mama would be like abusive towards her.
Oh, wow.
Yo, bro. Yo, that just sent a chill up my spine, dog. I swear on everything I love, I just got a chill up my spine, bruh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And that's why I said Jasmine be like, KC, he's steering people wrong, he lying. I don't speak unless I have facts. Jasmine's not for to play in my motherfucking face at all, bro.
Oh my God.
She would not.
Oh my God, bro. That's wild, bro. That's wild. I don't know how this woman ain't locked up, bro. I don't know how this woman ain't locked up.
Everybody I've spoken to all had good things to say about Janaya. Good things to say. She's helpful, considerate, respectful, polite, a girly girl, princess, love arts and crafts. And to think that a human being, a mother, someone who's supposed to nurture their child, love their child, protect their child, and keep them from any hurt, harm, or danger, did the totally opposite. And it pisses me off.
That is so
It
sad,
pisses
dog.
me off, man. And I know why God called me to do this, but it's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard. And man,
I can't imagine, bro. I had to stop for a sec, bro. I swear to y'all, I felt like I was about to cry right now. Real talk. This is crazy, bro. And this look like how long you've had this for a while, haven't you?
yeah. And for her to sit up here and say that, number one, I want to address this. I never did drugs in my life. Ever. I'm hearing about the rumors floating around. I don't even really drink. The last time I even drunk something, and it took a half a cup to mess me up, was on my birthday, which was I was on live. I had a half a cup of, I think it was Ciroc, I believe, and I was so up. I never did drugs in my life, bro. No type of drugs. And for you to sit up here, because that's where Cowboys is getting that from, her.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To sit up here and try to take shots at me when I'm the last person you should even think about taking shots at. Everything that comes out of Jasmine's mouth is a lie. A bold-faced lie. And honestly, every time I see her face, hear her voice,
Makes you feel disgusted.
yeah,
Huh? How you
I
think I
feel you.
feel?
You know,
I can't,
I gotta say,
I
bro.
don't want to see her. And
I
I'm
gotta
telling you now,
I
Wooda,
gotta say this, brother. I gotta
before you
say
say
this.
that, I want to say this. Wooda, you know, him and Jasmine, they come together. But I can't stand her.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was only gonna come together just so the public can see that I'm not on that type of time with her. But I can't lie to y'all. I can't lie to the public. I can't fake the funk. I honestly, after today, how they played it, I'm gonna let her do her own little circus, wild goose chase. Like me and my team, we gonna move, how we been moving.
That's it.
I can't work with nothing like that. Y'all said the time I was there and y'all playing now. Now y'all out passing out flyers, but y'all claiming y'all doing a search. But ain't searching nothing. Y'all ain't got no clearance through no mayors to go through no type of properties, no property management, no type of landlords, but y'all searching. Like y'all playing behind searching behind my daughter. Not it's the mockery.
Here's the
Okay?
thing. I want you to understand this, Voodoo. You don't gotta team up with her to look for your daughter. And
I
anybody
don't.
that's trying to push you to do that or telling you you need to team up with them for what? This woman ain't let me see my child. My child is missing behind this woman. I don't want to be in her presence. I don't want to be around her. Go ahead, y'all do your thing. Just keep my name out of your mouth when you're going live. Don't try to shame me and throw me under the bus when I haven't done anything except come home to a mess that she allowed to happen. A
And I'm
mess that
trying to
she
clean it up.
allowed.
And I'm trying to clean it up.
And can I say one thing?
Yeah.
What is the biggest insult to me came from Jasmine ever. And I showed proof of that in a text conversation when she said, "We in this together. Bring your niece home." You don't fucking give me a title of this baby, knowing damn well you know what the fuck you did. Because I'm not the type where if you give me a title, my actions is going to match that title. So if this is my niece, which her father also said this is my family, the hell with the PI, the hell with the activists, all that doesn't matter. I feel like Janai is part of my family. And the same way I would stand up for my daughter, I would stand up for her. And I'm going to go back on some Cowboy said. He said, KC got kids. Why he don't post his kids? First of all, because of the job
It's
that I do,
dangerous. Yeah.
is dangerous. I would never post none of my kids, ever. Because idiots like you got one time say anything about my kids. I'm not with the circus show on social media. I'm not.
Man.
But
that's what they want. They want us to be clowns in a circus. I'm not a clown. I can't join the circus, man.
And I just want to point. I want to tell you guys this, okay? And I gotta say it. When you have social media influencers, bigger social media influencers, if you will, let me just go ahead and put some respect on his name because he cares about that. He cares about the big following, right? So let me go ahead and say, when they come out, they're always going to try to draw a large crowd, always, for the optics of social media. All right.
But check this out, though. Before you say that, yeah, he has a big platform.
It's not that big. It's
no,
not.
it's
It's
not.
187,000
Really
people, brother. I had 380,000, which doesn't matter.
Check this out.
Like I said in the video,
hold on,
a person's followers don't make you important.
Cash, let me say this. He got all these people that's on his page. Where is these people at? Why they haven't been out with him and Jack?
They don't have the quality of supporting him like you have the quality of your supporters. Like he said in his post that he posted earlier.
Exactly.
Listen, KC. He got people following, but they not behind. They just watching what he do. They not really behind what he do.
No,
you got people behind what you do,
listen,
KC.
Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. It's not the people's fault that follow him, right? It's not them. He's probably got some really good supporters that believe in the hype that he puts out around himself. They think like, yo, maybe this dude is a good guy because you see he's all about the kids and he's doing this and he's da-da-da-da-da. So you have people, it's not his supporters that is the issue. He was the issue when he came on and tried to make this about KC being a drug addict and KC don't post his kids and what a Rasta's a felon and what a driving around doing this and doing that. That's the problem. You're taking away and talking about siding with the mother and side, but then in the same breath saying we all need to do this together. You know, it's like you can't. If somebody's in it, you in it, man. And KC, brother, you've been in it since day one, bro. You've been in it since. You're not clout chasing, and I'm not trying to say that dude is a clout chaser or clout chasing and trying to help because I don't know his heart. All I'm saying is from my optics of looking at it, it seems like he's clout chasing from my point of view. I could be wrong because, hey, we're all human. Everybody, it can be wrong sometimes, but what it seems like when you're coming on and talking about this person having a drug problem and why don't you take a drug test and you trying to smear people for no reason, a person that's been the main person out there looking, literally on the ground looking, spending his own money, trying to find a missing child, you want to shame him because he knows things about the mother that you don't know because you just came in and you're not willing to see it because you want to be involved.
Mm-hmm. And you shame the father, the only parent that's been actively looking for the child since I was behind walls.
Came home
pulling
to
strings. I told my mama to hire Casey. I was behind walls when this shit kicked off. Pulling anything I can to make it happen behind my child. Came home, putting up flyers, setting up events. She was nowhere. The only active parent. And people act as if I never existed because I wasn't a part of my baby's life. Nah, y'all ain't gonna give it to me like that.
I'm just gonna say, man, the reason why I go so hard, y'all, when it comes to this, and when I think about Jasmine, like I try to give the benefit of the doubt. I try to get the benefit of the doubt to everybody, you know, because I want somebody to do that for me. But seeing all the things that I've seen that Casey, I don't even that Casey hasn't even put out, or maybe he has put out and I missed it, I don't know. But me and him have had in-depth talks. And I've heard things and I've seen things from friends that sent me videos that were like double agent in it, basically. They was over there kicking it with them and letting me hear what was going on. You know, and I haven't put nothing out because it's not my place to. I let KC run his thing and do his thing, how he gonna do his thing. It ain't got, I'm just here. But knowing what I know is the reason why I got so upset when I seen y'all being punished online and talk crazy to by somebody who says that they are clout. They are the clout. They don't need clout because they are clout. The height of arrogance as a social media influencer, and trying to blame y'all for something when you're sitting with the person who we have seen. I know friends of the family that I've been on the phone with them. I have heard the videos. I have seen with my own eyes what these people are really about. And you over here trying to shame people because they don't want to get down, or they're criticizing her for finally coming out and trying to search with a person who don't know nothing about it, and he's trying to be this. I don't even know what he was trying to do with trying to slam y'all. I don't really even understand why he even tried to start slamming y'all. I don't get it. It
Well, he
still
said
blows
he was
my
coming
mind.
out to search for Janaya. They looked at about 5 houses, and then the rest of it was an interview slamming us. It wasn't even an interview.
Kat, if you go to my page, and I just dropped that video the other day of him, where he says on his live, if I got to get into it with KC bodyguard,
Yeah, for clout. Yeah,
to bring attention to this case, that's just what I got to do. But what he don't realize is you didn't have to even bash me. You could have just joined forces with me.
exactly what I said in his comment section.
But for him to say, if I got to get into it with KC bodyguard to bring attention to this case, he ain't brought nothing but negative attention.
And it was already attention to my baby case because the feds had already hit the doors in October.
Exactly.
Play that, Cash.
Oh, yeah.
Are you taking shots at Casey? No, I'm not taking shots at Casey the bodyguard. But if it's gonna get good publicity to take shots at Casey the bodyguard to get news
That's crazy.
on this case, yes. But I'm not taking, like, I love Casey the bodyguard. But if it's gonna get publicity and it get y'all to help me share this live and all this other stuff, yes, I'm taking shots at Casey the bodyguard.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what's wild to me, bro? You know the wildest part about the whole thing is my man said that there was no national attention brought to her, and that he is clout, and that his following is so big, that's why he needs to be the one on the case. Brother, this has appeared on Fox News. This has appeared all over social media.
Time out.
Bro, it's been everywhere.
Before all of that, there was a national Amber Alert, silver Amber Alert.
A national Amber Alert, which that means it hits every single American's phone.
So how did you make this national and it was already national? I'm trying to understand this.
It's just what I'm saying. When I say he might not be in it for the clout, but it appears that way. When you sitting up here having people believing that you just this person that's just got so much reach and so much influence in the world that you're the one that has to be it, instead of saying, yo, I want to work with everybody. I need everybody to jump on this with me, and we all do this together. And I'm calling on, if you got all them plugs, like you say, I'm calling all my celebrity friends. I'm calling everybody that's got the reach, and I'm going to ask them if they will share this post out. That's what somebody that really got some pull would do.
Can I
That's
ask
what
you a
they would
question?
do.
Can I ask you a question, Cash? That video with Cowboy and my baby mama in front of her house with the flyers. Do you have that full video?
I'm not sure. Let me go look.
And part of that video, you're going to see a gentleman
walk up. That's on Casey's page?
Huh?
Is that on Casey's page or
no? That was
Cowboy?
I ain't even share that on my page because I don't.
Oh, he blocked me.
He blocked me too. Okay, so don't worry about it. But what I was just gonna point this out. If people paid attention to that live when they was in front of the house, when they claimed they had searched through those homes, it was a gentleman that walked up on them. Okay, it was a gentleman that walked up on them.
I remember saying that.
Huh?
I remember saying that part.
And he was like, I was watching y'all record a few blocks up. This my hood. This shit happened right around my way, right? And then he go to say, Antonio, that's my brother. Once he said that, Jasmine backed up a little bit. Kiera disappeared. Amanda disappeared, and even Cowboy changed his tone. Now, I'm saying that to say this. Yes, I do know him. Yes, he is a brother of mine. Did I say him? No. But that just goes to show you, when people go to do certain things, they really don't know who sees them or who's watching them and who's around to witness it. It could have went left for them that day. It didn't.
Yeah, that's what I said in the video. Like, brother, you playing around in territory that you don't know nothing about. You're not from over
I
this way.
I literally had a brother pull up on them. And believe me, he could have got active with it if he wanted to. He was waiting on them to say the wrong thing and do the wrong move, and it was up there. And they didn't. Thank God. And he didn't do. You hear me? Listen, all I'm just trying to say is, it's a lot of things that transpire that they're not paying attention to, and Cowboy is playing a very risky game. It's not just me he's taunting behind my daughter. I
I
have
know.
family.
I
My
know.
daughter has family. It's not just me he's playing. This city feels some type of way behind my daughter. You can't go publicly and say certain things about certain people that's actually trying to do something behind this child and think it's okay. Nah, it's not gonna fly. And I was
Yeah.
just saying that to just put a warning out there. They need to be more careful with the things that they saying and doing, because they just don't know who's connected to who or who knows what or
Yeah.
how anybody feels behind this situation. Because they
Yeah.
don't have to be connected to me. They could just feel some type of way behind the situation and watching everything like everybody else have and feel some type of way.
Facts. So the video you talking about is when they passing out flyers?
It right in
Nah,
front of her home.
yeah.
And if you fast forward a little bit through it, you're going to see a gentleman walk up on her.
And when was this?
This
The
was
other day.
the other day.
Yesterday?
Monday.
Nah.
Monday while I was at work doing my 13-hour shift. When they popped up out of nowhere, decided to search that day. When he went live, saying he was out there with Janiyah.
Okay. It
Pay
looked like I
attention
see
to the
one of them
video.
walking. Huh?
Pay attention. No, it's after they was done walking, where she was just passing out flyers right in front of her home. One guy walked past, she gave him a fire and asked him, did he know about it? He tell her no. And then a few moments later, you'll see somebody pull up on it and walk up on their ass. My mama.
So they not walking at this time.
No, they just standing right in front of the house,
And
passing
you
out
said
flyers,
something. I'm
talking.
on
He
Pebbles page
interviewing
right
her,
now.
asking her certain questions.
Yeah, I'm on Pebbles page. I don't see that. May 5th.
It might be right on Dreadhead Cowboy page on his live. I know
Oh,
it's
you
on
know,
his
he
live.
done he
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 got you
feels some
blocked. I
type of
already
way. He
know.
blocked me. Oh my goodness, that's
But
crazy.
yeah, I can't make this up, man. I can't make none of this up, man. I just want it to be peaceful and find my little girl. At the end of the day, that's my motive behind it. You hear me? I'm not coming aggressively. When I left out today to meet them at 12, I didn't have KC. I didn't even call you, did I, KC?
Nope. He told me he was going home to lay down.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I was on the road and I told him I'm on my way. I'm finna go to the crib, lay down. I ain't had no rest. I've been working all these shifts. I called out today because
And
we
he didn't
both thought
show
that
up?
Jasmine wasn't gonna show up. I went to the location that they put up at 12 noon, East
I'm
Chicago.
saying, did Cowboy dude show up?
Nobody was there. They hit me with a post 30 minutes later after I left, talking about they running late. They'd be there around 1:30, 1:45. Y'all said 12. Who finna sit here for 2 hours just to go look for my little girl? And I gotta go pick my other kids up from school and feed them.
Yeah, I needed J what is that? J Fallon? Is that a fancy way of
Hey,
saying
look.
fella?
Jay
I'm kidding.
Falone, yeah, hey, send that.
Send it to me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not making this shit up, gang. I can't make this. I can't make it up, man. I can't. I can't make it up, man. I can't make this up, man.
Man, this is crazy. Look, I'm just saying like this. I'm really glad that you still on this case, KC. What I'm glad that you out there, man, and you doing what you got to do, bro. I'm sorry I can't be out there with y'all. You know, I live a little further away. and I got 10 kids.
Hey,
I
handle your
stay
business,
busy,
big
man.
dog. We
But I will
fathers out
continue
here.
online, whatever y'all need me to do, man. And what you already know, Casey, I told you my platform is yours anytime you want it, brother.
So, and I have to put this out there.
Go ahead.
People ask me all the time, why the mom's so emotional about Janaya? Why am I so connected to Janaya? So, what I want everybody on here to do is listen. That recorder I just sent you, Cash.
Yeah.
Everybody on here, close your eyes. Close your eyes and listen to this recording and think about Janaya. And tell me, how do you feel after that? I deal with this every single day since August.
You want me to play it again?
Mm-hmm. I want everybody that's listening, close your eyes and listen to this and visualize Janaya in your head. And you tell
I'm
me
about to play
this
it.
young lady don't touch your soul.
No, one second, y'all.
Janaya tell people, like, cause I'm a grade ahead of her. And when I was in 8th grade and she was in 7th grade, she'll be telling people, like, she felt like her mama would have somebody kill her or her mama was gonna kill her.
Did she say why she was thinking like that?
She said cause her mama would be, like, abusive towards her.
Oh, wow.
It's like my baby was a real.
Janaya tell people, like, cause I'm a grade ahead of her. And when I was in 8th grade and she was in 7th grade, she'll be telling people, like, she felt like her mama would have somebody kill her or her mama was gonna kill her.
Did she say why she was thinking like that?
She said cause her mama would be, like, abusive towards her.
Oh, wow.
That's
So,
insane. That's insane, bro.
with things like that, and the fact that Jasmine gave me the title as the uncle to this baby, Antonio gave me the title to his baby. Me being the father, a man of God, a protector, you don't think that hurts me? It hurts bad, man.
I can imagine, bro.
It hurts bad.
You know how I feel hearing that?
I can imagine.
You know how I feel hearing that? Behind my daughter and what her mama could have possibly did to my baby. The world don't know. And yet I'm still here, not crashing out. I'm being calm. Jasmine, do the right thing, man. Wherever my baby at, let me know. We figure it out. I'll figure out whatever care I gotta give her, I'll figure it out. Do the right thing. That's all I'm asking, man. Something ain't
Cash,
right. Stuff ain't adding up.
I want to say this to Antonio. With this situation, it has brought me and Antonio very close. And it's an honor for me to kind of be like the big brother to him. Because it's not easy constantly trying to keep him motivated. You understand what I'm saying? Level head.
100%.
No, bro. We almost at the finish line. And I thank God that he does listen to me. And I listen to him. Because it's a lot of times that I be want to crash out. Am I lying, Antonio?
No, we work together, brother. We work
And
together.
he'd be like, KC, You dig what I'm saying?
So a lot of times
do
you want to give up, and I'll tell you, you can't give up. You can't. It's what you do.
Jay, if you could send it to me, they ain't gonna
Look,
be able to pull it up. I gotta
listen,
be.
we're
It's on
not
my
gonna be able,
platform.
yeah, listen, Jay, we're not gonna be able to pull up. He has us blocked. You're literally gonna have to damn near screen record that actual length of them talking to my homie and send that to us so we can be able to play it. We're not gonna be able to access the link. He has us blocked.
And I want to say this because I'm sure Pebbles is watching this, and not only me, but I'm sure Wuda and even Cash will give you permission to still like recording.
Yeah, for sure. Pebbles, she gave me permission to use anything off of her page too today. So shout out to Pebbles for that. You know,
Shout out,
yeah,
hey,
you're more than welcome, Pebbles.
spread it.
If you want to
Let's
take
spread
anything from
this.
this
Let's
live,
spread it.
spread the message.
Yeah, let's spread it. Let's spread it.
And
Let's spread it.
I just want to clear the air as far as Pebbles.
And I
I
tip
don't,
my hat to you, Casey. That's a big step right there for you, big fella. I love that.
I don't hate Pebbles. I don't, you know what I'm saying, wish nothing bad on her. And I actually wish that we could get along because at one point in time, Pebbles, you know what I'm saying, like we did see eye to eye. You understand what I'm saying? And this is a situation where it's so much distractions is being thrown at us.
You got it, huh?
It's too many distractions. And normally when distractions is hitting like the way it's hitting, is because things are coming to a head.
Mm-hmm.
And the same way Jasmine befriended me and then turned on me, she did the same thing with Pebbles. And she's going to do the same thing with Cowboy. It's only a matter of time.
Then
That's a
hopefully that
mind.
brother will come around if he really wants to use his platform to really help. You know, that'd be great. That's always welcome. Because Cowboy, you might got me blocked, but I'm sure you're gonna see this. I'm sure you people gonna send it to you. We got about 300 followers in common.
Hey,
I've seen that.
And shout out to Samira Mommy. Hey, that's my best friend Lily. She said she sent it to you. You hear me? Check that out, man. That's a best friend since high school. She actually personally know Jasmine. You hear me? Know the situation, know everything in and out. Was around, witnessed everything. Like,
yeah,
man, it's a lot of people that's really following what's going on behind my daughter because they know how I was stepping behind my daughter from the jump. I mean, they know this is wrong.
Yeah.
Check that video out. I ain't make nothing.
Hold
up.
on.
All right, I'm
Pebbles
about to play
just,
it before we
hold
do.
on, before you play that, Pebbles just commented.
Yeah, I know.
So
I've seen it
since she's
already.
watching, Pebbles, me, Casey Bodyguard, is telling you right now, I don't have no hang bone in my body towards you at all. You know.
I'm about to send her a link. I'll bring you on, Pebbles. Before I play this clip though, I want everybody to do me a favor and share this thing out. I'm gonna send you the link right now, Pebbles. All right, after this video, I'm gonna send it to you.
Whether you want to do it with me, do it with KC, I don't care who's doing it. I don't care who finds her. It's not about who finds her first. Shit, if y'all find her and you don't want to bring her directly on her, your care. But you can take her to the police station. They go. I don't own it.
I heard about you.
I don't own it. I shot her here since. Okay. Yes, they said girls, but his other two nieces, they were sexually assaulted. Y'all know what's really on this one?
No, I would the cops.
There you go. Yeah, he with the calls.
That's
They
that
grew
fear
up with
face
each other.
right there.
Look, listen, pause it. Did y'all hear what he said? He said, "You know me. We grew up with each other." He went to the same high school I went to with her. He's not lying. You see that fearful face? She knows this is somebody through my baby daddy. Did he send him? No, I was at work. The day they went on this live, I was at work. Go ahead. Finish playing.
It don't matter who it is. It don't matter.
Whether you
Okay.
But see,
Okay.
she didn't get the whole conversation. I wish somebody got that whole, because he said some more stuff at the end. Okay? Literally, he
Yeah.
came up to him and told him, like, hey, this is my brother. You hear me? This shit happened
Yeah.
around my way. We not honoring that. And you can instantly tell the whole that Kiera disappeared. It was just nothing but Cowboy and Jasmine right there. At first, it was Cowboy, Kiera, and Amanda, that Amanda chick. When my brother pulled up, it was just Cowboy and Kiera, and the whole vibe changed. And I didn't send nobody. I was at work. People was messaging me, hey, they on live, they out searching, what the bell, where you at? I'm at work. You hear me? So this just go to show you. It's people out here watching, and you don't even know they watching.
Yeah. Facts. So just to put it out there, your girl Jay got blocked by him too. He blocking everybody, bro. Oh my God.
He blocking everybody, gang. That's how it go.
That's crazy.
That's how it's
And it's
going
supposed
right
to be
now.
a search. Like, you supposed to be out here trying to spread the word. And you talked about all this everybody got to come together thing. I mean,
But you
look,
blocking
Cowboy,
everybody that's trying to
look,
come together. We got
Cowboy,
KC and
you
Pebbles coming
listening?
together right now.
Right. Cowboy, if you listening, bro, you more than welcome to be on the live, bro. You more than welcome to come into the live, bro. If you sincere, apologize. You know,
That's it. That's all
apologize
we
to
want.
these brothers because you slandered their name heavy. You slandered a man's name who's looking for his daughter, already dealing with all types of other kind of pain, bro, which you don't know about. You know what I'm saying? You can't relate to. And you slandered his name. You slandered KC Bodyguard's name, the brother that's been on the case from day one. So if you happen
Been
to see
doing
this
this for
live and you like to
years.
come on, you're more than welcome to, brother. You're more than welcome to. It's all love. It's just, you know, I got a thing with calling it out and just standing on what's real. That's just what I do.
Yeah.
Just stand.
Being a man
Gotta
about
say what's right.
Be a man about it.
Yeah. See, he blocked her too. Oh my God.
Damn.
Yo.
Thank you, best
He was
friend.
just on her line saying he want to talk to Woods and apologize. Good. That's what's up. I could appreciate that. I could appreciate that.
I can appreciate it too.
Yeah. That's what's up. Well, KC, it seemed like he dropped out, but missing lost in traffic, Pebbles is about to be on with us. And
For
yeah, she's another one that been trying to bring a whole lot of attention to the case. Whether you agree with the way that she does it or not, you know, she has been trying to bring a lot of awareness to the case. So shout out to her for that.
Oh, she has brought a lot of awareness. She has brought a lot of awareness.
She stays
Not
on it, bro.
trying to,
I
she
swear,
has.
I see so many posts a day from Pebbles. It's not even just with Janiyah, but like a lot of missing people. So that's why I'm gonna let her come on, man, so everybody can go and check her out as well. And if you ain't following KC, go follow KC, man.
Look, KC and Pebbles, those my goals behind my baby and spreading awareness. You hear me? And if y'all ain't following Wuda Rasta, go follow me. You hear me?
Follow Will. I didn't know you do the social media thing.
Man, listen here.
Follow bro.
I'm dealing with my daughter right now, so I don't push my music. I don't push how my artists. I don't push none of that. You hear me? Yeah. But yeah, I've been doing this, but at the same token, my focus is my daughter right now. You hear me?
That's what's up. I feel that.
Pebbles will let you know I got music out right now behind my daughter. I got a song with her flyer on my song. You hear me? Like, it's called "Make the City Bleed." Wuda Rasta. What's
going on, Pebbles? How you doing?
How are you? How are you all doing today? I wasn't planning on being live right now, but I do thank you for having me on. And I'm going to continue to pray for you, Mr. Rogers, as I've been doing. And I hope that there's some resolve in your situation. I saw what has played out over the last couple of days. And I mean, I can say definitely without taking any sides, but that it has been distracting just from the outside looking in on this whole case, which should be about Janiyah McMicheal Rogers. So I see the distractions and I see the confusion that it's causing. And there's so many, there's like hundreds to thousands of people every day learning about Janiyah's disappearance. And so we just can't have a situation whereas they're just now getting a reward, a substantial reward for her. The FBI getting involved. We're begging for a more in-depth investigation, and then we have the powers that be seeing all this fighting and all of this going on amongst us as African American people when we're the ones putting in the most work to try to keep her name alive. So with that being said, I did hear something that a statement that Mr. Casey Collins said regarding not having any ill will towards me. And I can't say that I don't have I hadn't had any ill will towards him if he's listening. Are you listening, Mr. Collins?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I'm
here.
on here.
Okay. I can't honestly say that I believe what transpired between us was a personal kind of disagreement that we had. I discussed my feelings off the record, not on social media. Nobody else was involved. This wasn't supposed to be some type of show with you, and that carried out into social media. I can say that what I've done, and if I've done something that's considered to be disrespectful to your platform, I can be woman enough to say, hey, I apologize if I've bashed you in some way, if I've mischaracterize what you do. I can honestly be a woman and say that what was hurtful towards me is that I feel that there were a lot of statements that you made, Mr. Collins, because we did not, hash things out behind the scenes, that in terms of the whole getting on the show, calling me Biggie, the fat shaming, a lot of that went on, a lot of telling people that what I've been doing is somehow fabricated or false. I've seen a lot of those statements. I believe it was made out of anger, but it was injurious towards me. And so I'm trying to focus on Janiyah, and that was hurtful towards me. If we've been on countless lives, we've known each other for 4 years. We literally have been next to each other, walking side by side in the woods, where at night, when you can't even see your hand in front of your face. So we have definitely had a working 4-year relationship with each other, a really good one. So to hear you say those things, and that's what I never wanted to do to you. And a lot of my followers, they can either agree or disagree, but no matter what disagreement I had towards you, I'm not about to be getting on my platform telling people not to follow you, not to support anything that you're doing. Even if I decide not to mention it for my own reasons, I'm not going to try to tear it down, especially because I have known you. I've known the work that you've done for some time. And I'm not going to discredit. I'm not going to tell people there's no need for a press conference. There's no need for, even if you may think what I'm doing as a journalist, as an activist is not as productive, it is doing something. And so that's where my big grievance has come in terms of, I've seen a lot of statements that you have made now all of a sudden, because now that we are not cordial with each other, now everything that I've done, everything that I've been doing is a total sham. And that's what I've gotten. And that's what I've been seeing. And so that has hurt me. But I don't want to make that my business to try to make it seem like to tear you down as a Black brother and say everything you've done and everything you've been doing, right, is like, oh, it's for clout. Oh, it's not credible.
All right,
that would
sis.
be wrong because I
All right,
believed
sister.
in you.
I
Yeah.
got you. I appreciate your
Yeah.
sentiment. I'm going to give KC a chance to
Yeah.
respond to you. Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
KC.
Go
No, you
ahead.
fine, sis. You fine.
I'm sorry.
He's letting it out.
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear you, brother.
So the first thing I would like to acknowledge is to Pebbles that I apologize to you, sister.
Mm.
It was a lot of misunderstanding between us. Where, I allowed the negativity to get the best of me. hearing me. You know what I'm saying? And Cash and Antonio actually been helping me work with that. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta shout them out. But back to you, Pebbles. Yeah, I shouldn't have bashed you. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely, miss talking to you. You
That's
know what I'm
beautiful.
saying? Uh, you know,
It's beautiful. My baby is bringing people together, and people don't even see it, man.
people don't understand. Like me and Pebbles will
My
be on
baby
the
is
phone.
reuniting people with their families. Man,
Yeah, me and Pebbles. You
y'all
know
don't
how many
understand what I've
nights?
seen this past 10 months. Can I say something, y'all? Within this
One,
past
one
Okay.
9
sec,
months
one
of my
sec,
baby
one
missing, do
sec.
y'all
What a
see
let.
what I have seen?
Hold on, what a 1 second, my brother. Let Casey finish his thought. Now I give it to you.
Do you know how many days and nights me and Pebbles set up 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, just laughing and joking, and you know what I'm saying? And you know, she became family to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we cuss each other out, and then, she would tell me where I'm wrong, and I listen. Like a brother sister relationship. And I just think with this case that uh, the more it started building up, you know what I'm saying? Like the tensions is high, and then I have to be honest, a lot of people in the public that watches our page played a big part in me and Pebbles not talking.
Feel the
Because people
fire.
don't want to see powerful people come together.
Yeah.
And that played a big part of me lashing out at Pebbles. Because people was sending me things like, you see this? She said this about you. She said that. You know what I'm saying? And instead of me, calling her, you know what I'm saying? I took it to social media because she took it to social media, which, you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how much you block me, Pebbles, I still watch your page. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
So, all right, yo, I'm gonna give it to you with a but I gotta say, man, look, this is beautiful right here, y'all. This is what it's about.
It
This
is.
is what it should
It
be.
is.
This is what everybody should do. If we focused on a common cause, man, and this is not just for this case, but I'm talking about in anything in life in the world.
Everything.
People come
Yeah.
together and beautiful things can happen. And look at how much a conversation can do. Just a conversation with each other, just to get the understanding, and then being willing to be the bigger person on both ends of this and say, you know what, this is what you
I
made
was
me
wrong.
feel. And then the other person say, I apologize for how I made you feel. And I only did that because of this, but I was wrong. Let's get together. This is
Hear
beautiful.
me?
Woulda, take it. Go ahead, Woulda.
Hey, look, big dog. I'm gonna just say this, man. I've watched the world change behind my little girl. Okay, I watched families be reunited with their missing ones for 2, 3 years. KC done brought people home behind my daughter. Okay, now I'm watching people reunite after certain last shots behind my daughter. It's a beautiful thing. I want people to come together. I'm trying to come together with people to find my little girl. That's my whole motive. I'm not out here to hurt anybody. You hear what I'm saying? That's not my motive. I just want to bring my baby home, like that person just said in the comments. Bring Janiyah home. I'm willing to work with anybody, everybody, to bring my little girl home, even her mother. You get what I'm saying? I put
Yeah.
all differences aside earlier just to meet up with her mother that did not appear. And they played with me and gave me a whole different time frame 2, 3 hours later. Listen, I love this. My black people, we gotta stick together. I'm
I got
all
Everybody.
one
Not
more
for
thing
even,
to
not
say,
even, listen,
Cash.
not even, let me say something.
Cash.
Not even just black people.
Cash.
All of America need to stick
most
together. What's up,
definitely.
Hey,
KC?
Most
Cash.
definitely. Most definitely.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one more thing to say to Pebbles. First, I want to say my condolences to you for your nephew. That's number one.
Thank
Number
you.
Condolences.
two, when you came for the funeral, remember before you saying people sending you threats?
Yes.
I was out there to make sure you was protected.
Oh, thank you.
Because at the end of the day, you're my sister. You know what I'm saying?
I
You get on my
appreciate it.
nerves like I get on your nerves, but It's a difference when somebody's life is being threatened. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I just wanted to put that out there to you. I'm watching. I've been watching. I ain't been able to communicate with you because you got me blocked. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I
We
just
can
want to let you
possibly
know.
change that. We
I just
can
Good.
want you to
change that.
know I love you. That's forever.
Mhm.
Can't nobody change that. And we got plenty more work to do behind this.
For sure that.
Facts.
Absolutely. I'm gonna ask Mr. Rogers permission. Is it okay that I discuss with you what I sent you earlier? I text you something earlier, some documents, paperwork.
Yes. Yes.
It's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's discussed.
Um.
You talking about with the my case documents?
Yes.
Let's get into it.
So I'm going to state a few reasons why I believe that Miss McMicheal, being respectful, certainly wants to search for her daughter, and there's a change of tune. First, what you should know, I didn't get much sleep last night, but I periodically will check My Case Indiana for information on her and anybody else involved to see if there's any new charges. And I did learn that she's in the midst of going through an eviction from, it's official, from 1951 Virginia Street. And so that could be an incentive of wanting to get public sympathy, because I think you'll see probably a fundraiser coming in the near future. I kind of know how this goes, but if she's not getting sympathy from the public, and she's not being seen in a different light, then she can't really, it'll be weird for her to just come out all of a sudden, hey, I need help. Secondly, Mr. Rogers did tell me behind the scenes that he discussed publicly that he spoke up on behalf of the rest of Jasmine's kids, who basically the state, they were in state custody. There's some other things that I don't want to discuss fully, but they were in state custody, and due to his efforts, they will definitely, or were placed with Jania's grandmother. However, she was fighting to get the kids back into her custody, or she was fighting to get unsupervised visitations. And so with him speaking up and saying the things he said, that gave the judge pause on that. So now she has to show the judge that no, even if the judge is like, what's going on, that I'm doing what I can do to try to find Jania. I need to be painted in a different light. I need it for multiple reasons. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I just want to keep where you're at on that point about the court situation.
Yes.
Now, everybody keep in mind, the father of those kids did not get transported from the county jail to speak on their behalf. This same father that I spoke on his kids' behalf kept me from Jania. So I want y'all to keep in mind the type of pride that I put to the side to fight for his kids to have a better life, instead of going back into that household where they are in fear behind what happened behind it, or the sister, which is my daughter.
God bless you, bro.
Listen, their father did not get transported from the county jail to make it to that court date. Had it not been for me speaking up in that courtroom, she would have unsupervised visits with those kids in that household again, and possibly would not be having an eviction right now.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Pebbles. I just want to put that fact out.
Oh, that's fine. And third, which we've already stressed the point in terms of her needing to be looked at in a different light for this upcoming court proceeding. There will be multiple court proceedings as she's going through everything she can. She's doing everything she can to get those kids back. The FBI stated that they have something. They didn't say it verbatim, everything they have, but they suspect foul play. They're not saying that for no reason at all, that they suspect foul play. They're not saying, I just don't believe that they would give a description of clothes that Jasmine McMicheal described, if they don't have it anywhere on camera at all, and they were not able to confirm that, as I discussed with you behind the scenes, that Janiyah was possibly really wearing those articles of clothing. So I do believe that she knows that the heat is turned up. That's my niece crying in the background being spoiled. And she knows that the TT will be there in a minute. Hold on, I'm gonna give you some candy. She knows that the heat is being turned up on her. She knows she was relaxing and thinking it was sweet. And now she knows, oh my goodness, for multiple reasons, they need to see something different. For me, they need to see something different from my girlfriend. It needs to appear as though I have these motherly type instincts that I would never show, because she told me I don't owe y'all none of my tears. I remember her telling me that on live. I don't owe y'all none of that. Right. It was F this, F that, F that. Everybody, can, go to HELL basically. So for multiple reasons is why you're seeing this, and you're going to see a lot more of that, if that makes sense, given the pressure she is now under. But now it's 10 months later. People have pretty much, the legal system, I think, have made up their minds. They either have what they have and they're trying to get more, and they are. I believe they're going to get what they need. I believe they have the 20K up because they have something, but they don't have everything they need to make the arrest and the convictions. So I can go on and on. This is your show, but that's my spill on that. And the eviction, well, voila, I just made that grand announcement because I just found out early this morning. So in case no one knew about that.
Pebbles?
Yeah.
I appreciate you. And I want to apologize to you as well. All right. Because for a moment there, when I first got into all of this stuff and I found your page, I thought that you was talking crazy, about KC at one point. And I kind of probably, maybe, I don't know, maybe in some way I might have fueled that whole, so I apologize if I did. All right.
Yeah.
But sister, I appreciate the work that you're doing out here, man. And from now on, the same way I just told these brothers, it's the same thing to you. If you ever need this platform or you need me to share something that you're trying to bring some attention to, or you want to come on and do a weekly report of missing kids, the platform is yours. All right. We're streaming everywhere right now. We on every platform.
Wow. Okay.
So where can people follow you at, by the way?
Everywhere except for Twitter. I can be followed on Facebook. We have TikTok. We have Instagram. That's the largest platform with 54,000 people following right now. Instagram. We have a lot of different celebrities as well. So a lot of people from all different walks of life following us on Instagram. There is a YouTube. There is a Patreon. It's maybe around 300 members, but it's still a pretty decent community. Yeah. Like I said, just about everywhere except for I'm not on Twitch and I'm not on. Oh, I just created a Snapchat. So we're getting followers.
Go ahead. Go.
I created the Snapchat because I thought about Janiyah, and I just learned that she was on Snapchat or had a Snapchat. And I know that I miss out on a lot of tips regarding missing teens because all of those teens are on Snapchat. They do their thing. And I'm thinking, well, if I'm going to get some kind of inside tip, a lot of time teens, they want to reach out and share something. They want to share it from the platforms they use the most. And I say, you know what? I'm creating me a Snapchat. So I just created a Snapchat, Missing Lost in Traffic. We have a true crime television show. I'm working with Chaos After Dark TV. That will be premiering on June 18th. What really happened to Janiyah will be our first. We'll have maybe about 3 episodes diving into that. So
be there for that.
It'll be what I do on social media will be transformed. I'll have some people working with me behind the scenes to a televised, more kind of documentary style format. And so that's my show. I am the executive producer of Missing Lost Traffic Investigations, and it will air on Roku, stream on Roku, and it is a Chaos After Dark production. And so I want to announce that, more details to come. I know I have a lot of announcements, but I've been working really, really hard. And we've been working on this behind the scenes for a few months. And so I'm excited about the true crime show. You know, I won't have to keep tagging Nancy Grace.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Congratulations to you for that. And I wish you all the success with it. Don't forget about the little people like me.
Okay. No, absolutely. No, you're amazing. You're amazing. You're absolutely amazing. But thank you for having me on. And like I said, I'm woman enough to apologize because I don't handle everything perfectly. When I'm upset or if I feel a certain way, that's just how I feel. But I try to hold back just because I know the people are watching. I know they judging. And then I know they're going to be like, well, what about this missing person? Why y'all going back and forth? What about this? You know, so we try, but we're not perfect people, you know.
None of us are, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's why there's grace, you know. But at least we big enough to admit when we wrong, and that's important, especially to success in anything.
Yes.
So you're gonna continue to have success, Pebbles. You just keep your heart right and keep on doing what you're doing, trying to help these missing kids, missing people. Period. I see you do the same thing as KC.
All right. Absolutely.
So you just keep on doing what you're doing, sister.
All right. Thank you so much. You have a great evening.
I want to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you what I'm not wrong about. What I've been saying about Jasmine from day one. They know where this baby is at and they know what happened.
Yeah, I agree.
We can agree on that. Yep.
I agree.
Definitely.
So with that, you guys, we've been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. So KC, I'm gonna let you get a word in, brother. Where can they follow you at and find out all the stuff that you know, man, and what you do?
I mean, I
know
really
you don't do the social media, but how could they reach you? Say they got some missing people that they need you to investigate.
Honestly, I mean, before I get my number out, honestly, I haven't been open to taking no more cases because I'm focused on Janaya.
Yeah.
Let me get past this. You know what I'm saying? I'm pouring all my, efforts, attention, everything into this. But other than that, after this case, then they could reach me 773-983-2808, or you can just hit me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? KC Bodyguard.
Okay. I got you. Water. What you got, brother? Oh, I gotta add him to the stage. Go ahead, bro.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I just want to tell everybody on everybody's social media platforms that's allowing me to come on. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for allowing me to spread awareness behind my daughter. Y'all can also follow me on Facebook, Wooda Rasta, Instagram, Wooda Shotta Making Dollars on Instagram. I do have a Snapchat. I also do have a TikTok. It's Antonio Rogers with some numbers behind it. I don't really know it by heart, but I'm just really behind finding my daughter, and I thank everybody for allowing me to enter their platform and spread awareness, and just know her daddy 10 toes down, and I ain't giving up till I put my eyes on my baby girl. And I thank y'all. I appreciate
I heard that, my bro.
Love, salute. That's all I can add.
I appreciate all of y'all for coming on.
Okay.
Right? And God bless y'all.
Have a good day.
You as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And with that, everybody, I just want to say this is, even though this is a very, very, very sad situation, right? It is sad. It's tragic. And there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with this that we ain't privy to. As you heard, they said some stuff about the FBI. I just pray that Janiyah gets found safe and sound. But no matter what the outcome is, I'm praying that God be glorified in some way in this situation. Man, it's crazy to think about. I'm getting chills just even saying that because I know what I mean when I'm saying it, you know. And you know, I don't know what to make of it. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, it messes me up when I really think about it. The first time I got on with KC, like, I cried when I got off. I was sitting in my office, like, I said a deep prayer because it's a crazy case, man. It's a crazy case. But at the end of the day, we're better together than we are apart. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Don't matter what your color is. It don't matter what your religion is. It don't matter about any of that. when it comes to a common cause and doing good. If you're trying to do good and you're trying to spread some awareness about something, man, then just do that. Do that and get with everybody who's trying to do that. What we saw here today towards the end of this thing was people who had animosity towards each other come together. Come together and put aside the differences for the cause. You know what I'm saying? That's unity. That's what we're about. And it was beautiful to see. So again, I want to say thank you to KC. I want to say thank you to Water. I want to say thank you to Missing Lost in Traffic. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you all that shared this thing out, man, to try to bring some awareness to this case and just sharing her face, you know, and letting people know, yo, she's out there. So if you know anything, please say something, you know, make the phone call. With that, I got nothing else except unite, don't fight, be a street light, because only you can be the change you wish to see in this world. And when you get too stressed out, you got to remember to pray, America, because without God, everything falls apart. We got to come together. Everybody come together. We got this. All right. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.